Hi Lonnie, how's it going? Sorry if I'm coughing. I'm feeling like not great, but the show must go on. And uh hi Hikaru. Hi. Oh my god, Orange, hi. That's how good morning. Good morning, good morning. Um I've been thinking about a couple of things lately. Primarily about my schedule. 我今天起来很早. Ah, wow. Good morning. Oh, one of the banners went away. How are you today, Lonnie? Hi, Tay. Don't forget to take a proper rest after stream. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that. So, I've been thinking a lot, and I think I'm too stressed. Hey, Tay. I laid down today for like half an hour, and I felt like right before stream started, I laid down and I put my hand on my chest, and it was like everything feels tight and everything feels like too much. Hi, good morning, 早上好，Momo, welcome in. Really quiet. Yeah, happy Dragon Boat Festival. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Say. I'm early? No, it's 8:30. I think I scheduled this for 8:30, right? Um, I think like just with things that are going on personally, I feel like I've spread myself way too thin. That like between IDV, D&D, Limbus Company, the VTubing group, Billy, YouTube, like everything, I don't have enough like time in the day to do everything that I want to. And it's very much like taking a toll on my health. I feel like I can't sit down anymore without like getting knots in my stomach. And like when I lean over or if I like sit weird, I just feel like a weird pain in my stomach now. Yojo, hi, good morning. And I think that like my health is starting to not go well as a result of my constant streaming. And so what I thought about doing was cutting back stream days a lot more. And so maybe like I might stop doing the Monday streams. Mondays and like I don't know, Fridays. Should rest twice a week. I think so too. Probably twice a week. I think that like because I've been trying to do too many things, including things behind the scenes related to like family and other things, uh, it's just like become too much. And so I'll probably do that. Like I think that's a good idea. I'm probably going to increase my rest days to 2 times a week. Because like the issue isn't exactly that I don't have enough rest days. It's I don't rest on the days. Like when I'm not streaming or like taking care of stream content, I'm like working on editing shorts for D&D, or like I'm already behind on my Limbus Company video and my main YouTube channel videos, and on Billy, like I only publish things like once every once in a while. So I think that like I'm probably gonna cut down 2 days on my other channel, and then on Billy cut down 1 day down to 3. So we'll be doing 5 days on my other channels, and then 3 to 4 on Billy if you include multi-streaming. What are you playing? This is called Limbus Company. Hi Yokana. Make sure to rest. Yeah. Hi Shanshan. 只是现在我很累. Do things at your own pace. Yeah, I'm like at a mental breaking point where like I have to figure something out that I want to give up. it might be Limbus Company. I don't want to give it up, but like, it's gonna have to take a back seat. And also something else is probably have to give up for me to actively rest on those days. Because I can take 2 days off, but if I'm just editing videos for the things I'm behind on, it's not gonna matter. 你昨天玩第二人格，我今天早上有玩。I've been seeing like a lot of crazy stuff happening lately with the community in regards to like posts about me, posts about Sandy, posts about other people, and I'm just like, that on top of everything else that's going on has been exhausting, to say the least. And I think I just need to slow everything down, whether it means like cutting things loose or yeah, I can't remember the last time I like cut something loose and just like pick this day for me to have fun. And I think that like it's just a lot, and I need a break from everything. Just not from like just streaming, but like from literally everything. And it's fine. I can make it work. Do you play Identity? 我有，我明天不是明天这个我下一次会玩，今天我们在玩这个。Are you crying? No, I'm just stressed. I am just very, very stressed and uncomfortable. You need to take a date. I don't think I can do this one because I've already pre-planned this one. But starting next week, like tomorrow, I don't even know if I can do tomorrow. Tomorrow has even become like, I don't want to burn out, you know what I mean? I look at tomorrow and I'm like, oh God, I still have to do that. And I don't want to look at it that way. Like Saturdays and Sundays are supposed to be our fun days. And currently, I just have no energy left to put into it. And I don't want that to happen. So if I need to, I will simply explode and figure it out later. But if you choose to give up, one of us will support you. Alright. I really appreciate that. I might just like restructure a couple of things and figure out how I want to do it. But I love my communities, no matter how big or small they are, wherever I build them. And I never want to give any of that up. I just have to do less of it. Even on like Bilibili, where I promised to stream more. I don't know if I physically can, unless they're literally all multi-streams. And the multi-streams have even been kind of difficult for me to do. Because when I do it, a lot of people get upset that I don't pay attention enough to chats and stuff like that. So that is something I wanted to talk about. But I still wanted to do Canto 8 today and see how far I can get. So maybe we'll just like, I feel awkward playing it now after having the talk. But I feel as though I shouldn't. But yeah, to avoid burnout, basically, I'm just going to start taking 2 days off a week. And then after Canto 8, I'll probably move further Limbus Company stuff. I'll put Limbus Company on hold and then see what I can do with that. Just chill. Yeah, I should. Listening to music can relieve stress. I know. I'll try it. Okay. Well, now I got that off my chest. Oh, thank you for the gifts, you guys. Oh, you're right. You have forward as your profile picture. And Yokana, thank you so much for the gift as well. I'm just gonna start doing stuff. Yeah, everything is kind of crazy.
소재가 준비됐어?
Okay. Oh no. Why are all of these not the ones I want? Oh, there we go. Oh no. Hex now. Okay. I think we can go with this team. This is probably okay. Hi, Orange. You did. You need 2 days off? Yeah, I staggered it in such a way that if I were to take Monday off, I'd have to cancel the Billy Billy stream as well. If I take Friday off, there's also a Billy Billy stream on that day, which is our horror stream days. So that's a thing. Which restaurant? Focus on your health bars. Streams are nice, but they're not fun if you're not feeling the best. Yeah, I feel that. I think it's kind of like bleeding through into my content a little bit. That I'm not like chipper as I used to be. 8:30 use a fire team plus magic bullet Otis. Okay, so I have like half a fire team and I don't have magic bullet Otis since that's a Walpurgis ID. And I need to roll on that, but I don't. I'm saving up all my lunacy for it. On the first turn, make sure to use bad skills. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm already like... Hold on. I'm already doing stupid stuff. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Which restaurant in the USA? What do you mean by that? What the heck? I have Magic Bullet Otis, but I don't have the Ego. Yeah, but I don't have Faust. I don't have the Faust ID. Can't have all the IDs. I don't have all the IDs and I'm not uptight all the way. Unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna do it right this time. Switch Faust out for the Heisho pack Faust. No. I want one with Fluid Sac though. And even though this one isn't as good, I heard this is actually like kind of a better one. But it doesn't heal. Oh, it heals if you have a poise team, but I don't. If you're tired, tell everyone go take a rest. Everyone can understand. It's okay. This one shouldn't take super long. There's only like 3 scenes left, but I fear it may take longer than a couple of hours. Sorry, guy, I don't have fluid sac. That's okay. This one does. This ID has it. It heals on passive. Yeah, but it's a passive you gain from poise, and I don't have a lot of poise IDs in here. Actually, I do. Him. It's okay. I'm okay for now. I will just simply take more time for myself next week. His brain wasn't working last night, so not really. Is 8:30 still hard after the nerf? Before nerf it was hard. It took me 4 hours. I mean, like, I don't have all the right IDs for it, I don't think. I might be able to do this. Sometimes you can just get unlucky, you know?
고작 이 정도로 쓰러지는 녀석은 없겠지. 중지를 공격한다는 게 어떤 뜻인지 보여줘야 하지 않겠냐?
Why doesn't she have it? These two have it, though. Chessed's Mercy? Average offense level in defense level. Oh! Oh my god, are these actually just... These are actually just Lobotomy Corp things. I can't give an opinion for first trying this. 4 hours is nothing. That's a lie. I laugh as I remember Elden Ring days. I don't think I've ever spent more than like half an hour on a boss thing. Thank you so much for the gift, Orange. Thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, now's not a really great time for me. He redid? I did redid. Now's not like a great time for me to be like taking a break. I can't just go on hiatus because I'm like... I got invited to be at Anime NYC, I'm invited to Off Kai, like I'm invited to all these events, so it's just like, if I were to hiatus right now, it would be doomed. And I don't want to do that. What the heck is this? This one. It's because he's the thing. He still has 2. She's at 1. Oh, thank you for the gift again, Orange. Thank you, thank you. Would a 1 week hiatus be too long? It's not that it's long. It's that it overlaps with too many things that are going on. That I don't want to take a hiatus for. You try to use your counter on Haze effect? Yeah, I should use those more often. But I'm just straight up losing 50-50s right now. Yeah, I'm just rolling a bunch of tails. Even though he's -6 and I'm like plus. Oh no, he's +0. It's not the worst yet. And he missed again. The low rolling goes crazy. So I think now's when I use chains, right? But I don't have the resource for it. Ooh, brother. They still have 1. But I think he does his big attack next turn, so... This one needs to go. Please dig out my eyes. Hi, Sanity uses sinking team. I think I should use... Actually, I think I should just like say, screw it. I don't need a rupture team or any team of any kind. I just need high rollers. So maybe I'll take like Wild Hunt Heathcliff instead. Healing tremor. You go. I don't have that one. I know the one you're talking about. It's the angel wings thing, right? I had 3 healing egos. Those save me too. Yeah, I don't have a good enough, like... I need a different comp. Nice.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다, 딴테. 이런 보수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
Neutral? That's like all the resources there. Okay, this should win. Wild Hunt is good. Yeah, I should have ran Wild Hunt. Really made this boss fight difficult. I think it's pretty difficult. A lot of people, they had to nerf it once already. I heard it's harder than the final boss fight. I'm leaving to go to hospital today. Bye, Hikaru. Be happy. Thank you, Orange. It means a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate the gift too. Let me see. And his speed is like crazy high. We have to do that this turn, otherwise he's just gonna murder my dudes. Let me see. Here. Mutilated memory. Oh, that's that Ryoshi thing. This is the one with like a bunch of unbreakables. He's at positive 24, I'm at -1. It's not great. Okay, this one's clashing. This one is kind of rough, but I'm just gonna pray. Ricardo PTSD. Did you play during the Ricardo times? Oh no. Ooh, she's taking damage. Nice. Okay. Do I have enough for binds? Because I'm pretty sure he does it big attack again next. They all have the Strider. Perfect. What is clashing here? Okay. Have a good time, Orange. I hope everything's okay if you're going to the hospital. I didn't play during Canto 5, sadly. I played at Canto 6. Ooh, I accidentally hit the spacebar there. Oh, thank God she won this one. If she got hit, that would be really bad. Nice. Yeah, he loads the gun in here. And then
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
we need one thing to clash with him. I think it's gonna have to be Dimension Shredder again. Dimension Shredder seems to win most of the time, which is great. Even if it rolled tails. Thank you for the gift again, Yokano.
여기구나.
Okay, broke the coin. I think I should be able to stagger him here. Oh my gosh, but his thing is 5 again. He's gonna be able to hit me with an unbreakable this time. This one's just aimed at Honglu. This one's 5. Just, do they still have... Okay, yeah, they still have that. Then maybe I should counter. The Butler Otis is good because it negates coin power. Really? I need to reevaluate like how I look at 2 stars and stuff because I have not been using those for when I should. Clashing. Not clashing. This one's clashing with her. What if I just evade here again? We'll give it a shot. Oh no, this is the unbreakable coins. Oh, thank goodness he broke there. That would have been super bad. Because Donkey is like 1 hit. Nice! She has Ascendant form. Okay. Just beat down him. Hey, my goat. It's Leihang, I know. Hi, Just a Rat, welcome in. Using my total real mind powers right now, so Rhodia wins this fight. Trust is gonna work. I believe. This should do a ton of damage. Oh my god, yeah, that did a ton. Everyone's using their skill 3. This is another big one. We'll just Dimension Shredder it again. Okay. Nice. Okay. Broke all the red coins.
여기구나.
It only does 35 damage. It looks like it's doing a lot. It kinda is. But I think I still live. Yeah. Oh, how did he get staggered there? That's not good. Bro, no way. Do I have enough for... Fluid sac? I do. I think I got a fluid sac. It's the only way. Donkey's at 4. She's targeting her and her. He needs to change. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about the donkey one. I think this is right? Hi, Miss Cat and Mouse. They might release OP character by the time you read this. I mean, like, the new Ishmael ID might be super cool. Yeah, he's just gonna start spamming, like, a bunch of stuff now. A bunch of unbreakable coins. Oh, shoot! Oh, I wish I saw that earlier. How is she not staggered, though? Oh, she might be dead. Okay, that's not good. My pride is so high, finished the boss at 4 AM. Nice! Why is he all of a sudden, like, winning everything? Okay, at least I'm not staggered. He's bind 1. I think I have to hit him with it again, right? Because these guys are going to give him a bunch of stuff. Like this? No way, dude. Really? Okay. Oh wait, no, this is red. Okay, that works. 45, 45. I think this will still win. And then clash, 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 clash. I think this is okay. No. Okay. Is that 14k? Ishmael snag harpoon binds? But keep an eye on your resources? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm kind of starved for resources right now. These unbreakable coins are so annoying. Okay. Nice. Okay, Honglu won that one, which is great. It's okay. He can take one because of the K-Corp Ampule thing. Okay, and this will inflict bind and power down. Yeah, he has bind and power down right now, which is fine. And then we... Fluid sac? Does this beat? Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. Nice. You can. You don't need to kill him. What? I didn't know you didn't have to kill him.
호랑이를 잡으려고 그랬으면 누구도 잡아 맥힐 각오를 했어야지.
All the ones, dude. It looks super scary. That's like your team's dead if you're not blocking your. He just stacks like a ton of burn too.
아픔이다 나는.
Oh my god.
슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
Hopeless. Nothing you can do about that. Why do I have this? I suppose this could work. Does she have the thing? Can this work? No, she has to use this one for that to work. Almost clashing here. Favored. No, it's gotta be this one. Who else is getting targeted? Ishmael and... Should I just use base Faust ID again? I can't really stop him otherwise. Oh, he's 43 because of the... Ooh. I think this is all I can do. His speed is simply like too high for me right now. 3 or 4 turns and you're done? Yeah, I'm getting him down there. That's good damage. He's at 944. Oh my god. The fact that he killed me with an unbreakable coin is so annoying. And the fact that that beats out... Oh my gosh. Faust. Well, my guys are all dead. He's close. He's almost there. I think we can do it. Okay. Oh, he lost. Oh my gosh, he exploded. Now he does his big move. Oh. Oh, did I do it? I think I lost in the cutscene and or one in the Oh, I did it! Nice. Power don't hold up too well when the fight drags on. Time's up. Y'all had heart, I'll give you that. Shame this is where it ends. But this should have brought him down to our level. This may be attributed to the gap in our combat experience. I did it, dude. I think last time I might have been able to do it if I didn't realize I didn't have to kill him. I can barely stand. No more whining, lad. It ain't over till it's over, yeah. We'll get him eventually. Heathcliff encouraged us with his usual bluntness, but it was true that determination was the only thing keeping some sinners on their feet. Tienkan Temple is right there, right in front of us, but we simply can't get past this final threshold. Jiachu said that they were the key to stopping the war powder keg from blowing, but we're stopped by this one man on a bridge between us and the temple. I thought I'd finally find a way to even things out by resonating with the golden bow, but I just don't see how we can get past this wall. Do not kneel. A low, deep voice boomed from behind us. Well, I'll be. You sure got here fast. You could have just taken your sweet darn time, but you just had to get here right now as I was about to finish him off, eh? Oh, I see. Honey Bunny didn't dig that hole for no reason, huh? I'm mighty honored you came all the way down here to see me, but I'll reckon things will go south real quick without you busting heads out here. My presence here took precedence, for they are not the kind of people who must stagnate here. Let's see then. Let's see who will greet them fellers when they're done with their business. Always wanted to kick your behind. Ain't this a mighty fine place to do it? Oh, they're gonna fight. Despite Lei Heng's gung-ho provocations, Jiachu paid him no mind. He looked to Zilu, who was barely breathing. She was slumped against the wall. How long will you remain in slumber? She ain't gonna wake up anytime soon, Friendo. Friendo? I love how characters are so fake. Yeah. It's the yaoi couple. That's crazy. Why don't I put you to rest next to her? Lei Heng's blade flashed with fire once again, and he charged like lightning strike towards Jiachu. But Jiachu's staff brought Lei Heng's blade to a screeching halt. Brother, Lei Heng's forces have already been alerted to the fact that Jia Xituan has already entered the Tienkan Temple. Thus, in that brief moment where Jia Xituan completes her ascension and exits the Tienkan Temple, they will attempt to cut off her head before she gains full control of the Hierarch's Heisho pack. They will use the loophole that the ritual to become the family hierarch isn't truly over until she rises to the surface. Jia Xituan does not have any substantial foundation, nor sponsors to protect her. No family who will come to her aid, and it's likely that they are simply waiting for someone to kill her in their stead. However, one thing I can give you is that once you enter, and until you exit the temple alongside Jia Xituan, not a single foe shall cross this bridge as long as I stand. Jia Xituan will survive this day. And we will bring Xituan back to safety to the surface, and escort her to the seat of the family hierarch. Indeed, it will be a considerable undertaking for any family to strike down a family hierarch, even one without a foundation like Xituan. If that is your will, then I will help you as well. What in the gosh darn? Oh, the Xue family turned against Daguan already. Not all Xue has. Miss Baotai has sent me in secret to assist you. I have not come to discuss or pursue a lofty goal, like the future of Daguan. I only wish that neither I nor Miss Baotai wish to see you fall. That is all. Then stand with me. Stand with me against the tide and defeat any foe that has made it through. Gladly. Thank you, Dai. Over there, soldiers, a different force is marching towards the temple. You know darn well that this is only a matter of time. If y'all think you got what it takes, just try and stop us. Let's see if y'all can live up to your boasts. They should have had a fighting scene like in Canto 7. Send it, we're going! Yippee, we did it! I wonder how many turns that was. Clear the stage. Oh, it doesn't have an EX. I'm really curious to see what's in the temple. Hi, Shiramuku. With them defending the bridge, we managed to reach Tienkan Temple's entrance, only to find that the last people we ever wanted to see were waiting at its gates. N-Corp and their troops, all of them wearing Ego gear. It almost looks like they came here ready for war. It's happened exactly as the director said so herself, Kubo. Goodness. What brings you such distress, my wilted and fallen old fellow? It would have been no trouble for someone of your intelligence to surmise that we'd be waiting for you where your journey ends. Or has your love for the company of these fellows slowed your mind? The path I walk is a busy one, and I have no words or sentiments to impart to someone such as yourself, when a dear fellow of mine requires my support and haste. Gubo opened his mouth to say something in response, but Yi Sang swiftly brushed past him without hesitation. You certainly took your time, little brother. Just waiting out here to greet you and your old friends. Do not glare at me so. You need only accept our offer, and we shan't have to fight. A temporary truce, if you will. It so happens that we have business to see to in there. And Jabaoyu, you're our only key. You must have come here in search of the golden bow, as you always are. But that is not what we have come here for. We intend to leave here as soon as we earn the sample, something far more important to us than the golden bow itself. Let us not engage in a skirmish that after all shall be in vain. Think about it for a second. What we have forfeited with so little hesitation had our purpose been to claim the golden bow. We thought coming in third would be more than enough to procure what we came here for. I see. So you weren't acting on behalf of the Jia family at all, but for N Corp all along. What? I don't recall ever hiding my allegiance to N Corp the last time we met, or did all of you collectively choose to forget that? Hi Rivera! Besides, I wouldn't lower myself to participate in this messy little game of family hire war for something so worthless as the honor of the Jia family. I have not once lived for this family since the day I changed my name. The Shi family hired us, the N Corp, New League of Nine literatures. Our job was to void the results of the evaluation if a Shi family candidate fails to win the contest. They never change, do they? Mediocre qualifications, yet always coveting something far beyond their reach. And as you might expect, N Corp does not give up so easily. If you will come to accept my truce, we can simply sit here and wait for you to do something in this standoff. We're not the ones pressed for time. I hope we're not taking his words at face value. We're not, but do we have any alternatives? He's already stalled us enough. He's right, we're the ones running out of time. Chachu is really strong, but not even he can stop all those soldiers on his own forever. He says he's willing to leave us alone once he gets what he wants, but there's no way for us to be sure of that. But it's hardly a good idea to fight them now, or remain locked in the standoff for who knows how long. If this fight is inevitable, it's better to enter a truce with them for now. Find Shituan and then fight them if we must. Besides, Honglu and Shituan might be in danger. I had to prioritize that no matter what. It can't be helped. Let's head inside. So I made the call. So you decide to open the door. At least your leader has some semblance of intelligence. Here's to our fruitful yet brief cooperation. The VA? I love all the VAs in this one. They're amazing. And we finally made it into the Great Temple. Honglu approached the gate handles. Then with one hand over his other eye, he brings his J-eye closed to an engraved hole in the gates. My eye is the only key to opening these gates from the outside. It's so that I can visit the elders whenever they want me there. I didn't know that's what the eye was for. To be free from aging and death. I'm glad I stacked my team, because usually I don't. I don't want to go inside. I'm scared. Baoyu, our little Baoyu, the gem of our family. How many times must I tell you that you mustn't fear? It was always your destiny to be the precious jade of our family and the elders. That was decided the moment you were born. The Reverend Shinrin will wait your arrival. You mustn't make them wait. Silence. Your craven behavior is unbecoming before the presence of a precious object. My humble apologies. Little Baoyu, you are not like the others. I'm not? Only those who are blinded to the true forms find themselves delighted or repulsed by material beauty and malformations. They are the past and the future, Daguanrin. It is only thanks to their deeds and good karma that such luxuries of Daguanrin are permitted to us. You must always maintain a most grateful heart. Am I understood? Jamu's my favorite problematic queen. She's a little crazy. She's so scary. Oh. Welcome, little Baoyu. We have long waited your arrival. Oh. Today must be your molting day. If I'd known, I'd never volunteered. I see that you're enjoying it, down to the spider
끝까지
nerves.
남김없이 빨아드시는군.
다 마신 후에 그 남은 살들은 내 쪽으로 넘기는 거 잊지 마시게.
I must remind you to hand its flesh over to me, once you've had drunk it in full.
지난번에도 그대가 살점 몇 개를 더 뜯어가는 바람에 내 육신이
Your
부실해질
greed in
뻔했어.
claiming extra chunks of its flesh almost harmed the integrity of my body.
보가,
Value.
네가 얼른 무럭무럭
We cannot await the day you are fully grown.
이 대관원을
We eagerly
떠나
await you the day you are to deport Dark Wanderer, to see far beyond, to witness and hear things of great worth.
보기가 왔구나.
Welcome, little one.
무난 인사를 드리기에는
It's
너무
not too
이르게
early,
온
an
것
hour
아니니.
for you to greet the elders.
아직 가조 승계 의식이
The
마무리.
ascension of the new family hierarch is yet to be completed.
시준!
Before Jamu Shijun, lying unconscious on what looked like an altar. And
이들이
oh. Despite our sudden arrival, they all turned to us at once without even a hint of a mild surprise.
이게
They're the revered Shinrin that all Dagara venerate and worship so profusely.
그래.
Indeed, I knew this
일이
would
될
happen.
줄을 알았지.
My neurons activated.
오, 가까이 와보거라.
Come hither. Oh,
그대들이군. 언젠가 직접 보게 될 날을 고대하였지.
we have been looking forward to meeting you all. They look like abnormalities.
저희 알아요?
You recognize us?
지난번에 그 놀이공원에서
I must say, the blood-crafted
피로
rides at the
만든
amusement park
기구는
made for quite the
참
interesting
흥미로웠네.
show.
혈귀들에게 독특한 능력이 있다는 것은 익히 알고 있었으나
I was aware that blood fiends are imbued with rather unique powers, yet it was most enticing to witness the manifestation of their might myself.
고위 권속
Yeah, I did not know that a higher
그
kindred
정도로
commands such
강력할 줄은
overwhelming might.
몰랐지.
His abilities were quite distinguished from that of the blood fiend elder of Hongren.
완전히 다른 능력이다.
There's a blood fiend elder of Hongren?
그 저택에 있던 실험기물 또한
We'd be
눈여겨볼
remiss to not
만했지.
mention the laboratory at the basement of that manor. It was truly a most wonderful
대단한
sight.
장면이었어.
사람이 형체 없이 녹아버리고
We were most delighted to watch that
이윽고
man melt into
새로운 것이
nothingness,
빚어질
only
때
to be remodeled and
이
reborn
자리에
as something
있는
new.
모두가
You should have been here
함성을
to hear our
내질렀다네.
thunderous applause. And I would like to commend you all for the sheer hatred and ferocity you have demonstrated when you rode so valiantly into the pallid whale's body. Truly a most dramatic moment. We could almost feel the heart of your determination to take a life from here, the fire of hatred and vengeance. Seeing this as a kid must be terrifying. That's Hong Lu's story. Like, his story is that he's so traumatized and it's so, like, broken down that he simply does not care anymore. He's just, like, the reason why he's, like, always has a smile is because he just simply given up on everything. And that's why he's my favorite sinner.
후리래.
그렇다.
Indeed, through Baoyu's jade, we have witnessed this journey of yours from beginning to now. What a priceless offering you have all been.
보기를
As a
출가시킨
wise
것은
decision to make Baoyu
정말
depart from
잘한
this place.
선택이었다네.
We did not have a moment to feel an inkling of tedium. I find it quite exciting to see you all, those we had only peered through the jade, so up close and in person.
요 근래 도시에선 이럴 때
It's said that in
서명을
recent years in the
받아
city,
보관한다고
some subset of
하지만
the population would see the present circumstance as an occasion to receive their signatures to a mysterious end. What the? There's another one! It seemed that the subset of the population are referred to as fans.
이게 대체
What manner of insanity is this? You have immortality so diligently, only to encase yourselves in this theater of fools, where one does not but leer at plays made up by the lives of others. Eons of emptiness, filled with naught but struggle against tedium.
이곳에서 한없이 긴 삶을 영위하며 과인이 깨달은
I found
삶의
true
가장
enlightenment in this
중요한
life of
것은
eons, that the most important rule of life
단연코
is
즐거움이었지.
pleasure all along. Every other emotion is fleeting and meaningless. We can no longer feel them. Death is finite, yet boredom is infinite.
오빠?
They're really hedonistic. Big girl. Jiashi Chuan seemed to regain consciousness. She calls out to Honglu in a faint, fading
정신을
voice.
차렸느냐?
I see that you've come too.
여기는
Where am I? Where is this?
어디야?
Venerable Jiang,
손님분들을 모시는
the
대관원의
noblest
가장
land in
귀한
Jiangguanren,
땅이지.
where the revered Shinran
이제 너는
reside.
가주가 되기 위한
You have but one more
마지막의
ritual to
시간을
complete
앞두고
to
있단다.
become the family hierarch. Jiashi Chuan's face was contorted with sheer unadulterated fear.
이제
Now present yourself with the utmost respect for our ancestor,
몸소
our
호원을
steadfast
하고
root, the one who has become
후손을
an
위해
animal
최초의
worm for the sake of
계신
Hongren,
우리의 뿌리
the great
자체를
families and their descendants.
전원 주님이 오시는구나. 이 얼마만의 감격스러운 성공인가.
There's another one. Blessed be the Xianhuang worm. Xianhuang worm, the animal worm of the immortal emperor. The trembling voices began to swell with emotion as it began to harmonize as one. Something squirms beneath the skin of Jamu's neck and continues to quiver, slowly taking shape, sculpting into a face protruding from her flesh. What the heck? Oh my god.
난안 볼래.
Nope, no thank you. I'm not gonna look. The face holds an expression so benevolent that it appears almost eerie.
저거 설마
That thing is that
그
an animal worm?
승리로서 이분을 받아들이는 순간 선인들과 혼연일체가 되는 영광을 누리게 되지.
Only by accepting his eminence into your body shall you have the honor of becoming one with the revered Shinran in both psyche and soma.
세대를
The
거쳐
unparalleled honor
이곳
of
모든
receiving generations of
어르신의
knowledge,
지식과
wisdom, all of which
지혜를
has been accumulated through our
모두
venerated
누리는
elders.
영광을 감히
Be honored to be an audience of such a great man.
대관원에서
The first to be
최초로
metamorphosized
충의
into the
모습으로
form of an
발달하신
animal
시조의
worm,
가주시다.
the founding hierarch of Dongguanren.
평생을 받들어
One could
모시며
spend their
감사해도
entire lifetime
그
venerating
은혜를
and
갚기에는
exalting his
부족하단다.
greatness, and they would still fall short of the blessings he has bestowed upon us.
보가, 너는
He has never
참
graced your
있는
presence until
것이겠구나.
now, little Baoyu.
저분이야말로 우리 중 가장 공덕을 많이 쌓아 올리신 분.
He is the one who amassed the greatest quantity of deeds among us. Know that his wisdom is without equal. Hong-san? Guys, that's me. I'm the worm.
대관원의 복을 현현하는 계획도 모두 저분의 뜻에서부터 나온 것이지.
The plan to manifest the precious shade of Dongguanren was formulated by magnificence.
과일과 선배, 후대의 가주들이 영감의 세월 동안
Many, many years passed until the family hierarchs, both those who came before and after my reign, came to realize that what we needed was amusement.
무료함 속에서
Oh, the commiserator of our
우상
pain,
속에서
our suffering
우리가
from
모두
tyranny and
고통을
meaninglessness,
받고 있다는 걸
this
헤아리신
all-consuming emptiness.
그분께서 우리를 위해 이 구중궁궐에 단 하나밖에 없을 보석을 내려주신 게지.
He has bestowed this royal palace with a peerless gem for us. That is the day Tienkan Temple became complete. A land of endless amusement and pleasure. A land where we needn't empty our thoughts any longer. Paradise on earth. Is it not
역겹군.
revolting?
고장 엿보는
Revolting
것에서부터
insects
생긴
scouring for
만족감을
morsels of
얻는
satisfaction from peeping.
이런 반쪽짜리 불로불설을 위해
To sacrifice so many innocent lives for so little. All for those deficient forms of immortality.
선인이 아니라
Their
할머니
grandmother. I would like to ask you
궁금한
something.
것이 있어요. 가주가 되려는 자가
What happens when the new
선조들
hierarch
이후에는
accepts the animal worm of the great
어떻게 되는 건가요?
ancestor?
이곳에 계신 모든 선인분의 방대한 지식을 습득하게 되지.
She will be gifted with the accumulated wisdom of all Shinran here.
또한
Then she will be
더 이상
freed from this
개인의
pathetic,
몸이라는
disconnected
비루한
body of an
감옥에서
individual.
벗어나
Free to share
그리고
both her emotions
모든
and reason with
감정과
all of us.
이치를 나누게 되고 마침내
And eventually evolve into a
대관원의
transcendent
번영만을
being
위해
that
헌신하게
exists
되는
solely to
존재로
dedicate herself
거듭난다.
to the prosperity of Dongguanren.
대관원을 위해 선왕충을 받아들이는 사람은
Do all who accept the Xianghong worm end up desiring immortality?
불로 창생을
All those who have
바라는 것은
accomplished a
본인이
certain degree
높은
of
곳에
deeds
공덕을
naturally
쌓아
carry
올린
the desire for
인간이라는
immortality.
자연스레 드는
It is
마음.
simply human. Every family hierarch must find their own secret immortality over the course of their reign, to the day they abdicate their responsibility, as all Shinrin have thus far. So they all found their own individual forms of immortality. That's pretty neat.
왜 그렇게까지 집착하는 건데?
What's up with this weird obsession?
가죽까지 했으면
You've all carried the
즐길
mantle
만큼
of
다
hierarch.
즐기고
Each of you
누릴
was the
만큼 다
top dog of a
누렸을
whole
텐데
wing.
뭐가
You must have
아쉬워서
all lived
영혼을
lives with all the
지하에
bells
모아
and whistles it has to
삼느냐고.
offer. So how do you all end up living hidden away like this in some dank basement?
낮은 곳에서 발버둥 치며
Insignificant worms destined to crawl their entire miserable lives under our feet to their dying days. To depart this world having accomplished precisely nothing shall not understand.
우리가 이뤄낸 이 모든 업을
That we refuse to return to the void of non-existence, leaving behind all of our labors and accomplishment that has brought hunger into his present glory. Were we to fall, so too shall Dagwon reign. And so too shall Hongren.
어찌 우리가 만들어낸 홍원을 두고 떠나겠는가?
How are we to leave Hongren behind? Our own creation,
해년도 채
the
못
life of
산
a mere
가주
hierarch,
하나로는
destined to peter
이
out before it even
거대하고
reaches a
복잡한
century,
홍원을
is hardly enough time
뚫어나갈
to
수
truly
없는
lead.
것이다.
We existed at Hongren's incipience. Thus exist we shall at the end of Hongren.
뭐
Ask one question and you get the whole bloody chorus.
시간이 많이 지체되었구나.
We have tarried over long.
선조의 충을
To accept the
받아들이게
animal
되면
worm of the ancestor
다시
is
태어나는
very much
것과
like the
다를 바
experience of
없는
being
경험을
reborn.
하게 된단다. 네가 간절히 바랐던 결과
Is it not what you have sought so desperately, to stand before the masses in their undivided attention and awe?
저도
Am I going to be like them too?
저도 나
I remember him. He's my great-great-grandfather.
기억나요.
I thought he left to meditate a long time ago.
저한테 몰래 간식을
He used to
챙겨주고
sneak me snacks
옛날 이야기도 많이
and told me so many old fables and stories.
두려움은 잠깐뿐.
Fear is fleeting,
앞으로 이어지는
next to the
억압의
eternity of
삶은
euphoria that awaits you,
환희에
girl.
가득 찰 것이다.
I've experienced the very
이
same
몸이
myself.
그러하였다.
Jamu slowly approaches Shichun.
시춘,
Shichun. Honglu takes a step towards her.
이전에 네가 나한테 이렇게 말했지?
Remember what you asked me earlier?
이게 정말 오빠의 선택은 맞아?
Is this even your call, brother?
아니면
Or are you just following their
그때는
orders?
네가 그런 말을 한 이유를 잘 몰랐었어.
Back then, I didn't really understand why you asked me that question.
그런데
But now,
지금은 나도 그
I'd like to
질문에
ask you the same thing.
시춘,
Shichun, do you really want to become the family hierarch?
가족,
오늘 너무너무 신난다 오빠. 시춘이는 아무것도 한 게 없는데 선물도 있고
Shichun gets to play with Big Girl all day long and get presents too. And she didn't even have to do anything.
이렇게 같이
I think it'd be so cool if we could play together, just like this forever and ever. No.
아니야.
No, I don't.
이렇게는
I don't. Not like this. Ridiculous.
무섭구나.
What
이제
this child
더 이상
desires
내
is of
의지는
no
중요치가
relevance.
않아. 전통에 따라
Tradition wills the
정해졌고
sacred ritual,
이는
and tradition
행해져야만
cannot be
한다.
defied,
선대가 그러하였다.
as our forefathers have,
우리가
as we
그러하면
have. You need
그저
only to do
따르면
as you are
된다.
told.
그것이
For
가주가
that is the
되려는
hierarch's
자의
destiny.
본인들의 부귀영화를 위한
Destiny?
도구일 뿐
Sacred ritual?
뭔 숙명이
All I see here are a bunch of beyond geriatric bastards looking to turn their into another tool in their hands to prop up their opulence.
받아들이기
You can't force her into doing something she doesn't want.
아이고,
My
꿈
my.
같은 소리를 늘어나는
How young,
걸
your
보니
friends
과연
certainly talk as
하늘의
though
친구들이긴
they're
한가
living
보군.
some dreamland. No wonder they're fellows of yours.
어리석은 것. 대관원에서 개인의
Foolish
의지는
girl. The
중하지
will of an
않아.
individual is trivial in Dagwon.
받아들이는 것만이
Only by the
생을
acceptance of that
보존하는
truth shall you
길이다. 어딜
preserve
함부로
your
혀를
life.
놀리는지.
How dare you allow such insolence to guide your tongue?
진정하거라.
Be not agitated. That child Ishmael is a rebel by nature.
원래
Her
반문의 성향이
recalcitrance
있었으니
is best
이에
allowed to slide as puerile resistance of an immature thing.
고작 반백년도
What do children who have
안 된
experienced
세월을
less than
살아본
half a century know to
무엇을
speak of
알고
wisdom?
놀아겠는가? 우리는 너희들을
We have watched your
처음부터
journey from its
남김없이
insignificance until
지켜보았고,
now. Thus, we know you better than
누구보다
anyone.
잘
이들을
Their lives have been shaped by nothing but foolhardy, young, witless, and flawed choices. Yet from their foolish choices, we have found amusement. And by their foolish choices was their journey they call an adventure made possible. Elders in Ishmael, and she actually is. Adventures are indeed luxuries of imbeciles. It was quite enthralling to watch as you made choices that we never would have made. We have watched as you have battled your way here, thus we know what you've come here for. Yet the answer is simple. You need only to allow the animal world to enter Shituin. Help her assume the responsibility of a hierarch, and all of this chaos, this adventure, shall be resolved. And we need only await our next amusement to begin. Jamu, it would be thoughtless of us not to bring in the day of the Kong family massacre when discussing our finest amusements. You honored me, Reshirin. Non-human beings of intelligence, birthed within the boundaries of the city, breeding again and again, the newborns torn and ripped to shreds by the head before being swept away. And the creme de la creme, our little witness, Baoyu's tears blurring his vision, and his most fascinating transformation from the day onward. We all experienced the heights of stimulation that day. These guys are crazy! None by cat, hi! You have done well, Jamu. What an effort that must have been. Now you may join us here in Tienkan Temple. Join us in this eternal witnessing to the last of your endless days. And look forward to the amusement park that Jiaoxitun shall bring us. Young and foolish adventurers, dearest companions of little Baoyu, fulfill your purpose for having come here. Dagon Ren's survival hinges on the completion of the next family hierarch's ascension. They weren't wrong. Our purpose for coming here was to quickly certify the next family hierarch, have her remove the outside forces that have invaded Dagon Ren, and prevent the conflagration of war. Their other purpose for visiting Hongren was to obtain an artifact called the Golden Bow. That nearly slipped my mind. They have gathered under one banner to find the artifact known as the Golden Bows, and are motivated solely to acquire them. Thus show it to them. Show them the gift we have prepared. Your wish is my command, Venerable Shinrin. What Jamu showed us was the golden bow, shimmering in its familiar incandescence. Baoyu, do as you have always done. Accept this golden bow, and embark on your next adventure for us. This is our gift, our token of appreciation to you for the amusement you have and will continue to provide for us. Sinclair looked at Honglu with a sad expression. I couldn't tell if he was worried about what choice Honglu would make, or if he was feeling some sort of sympathy for him. Dude, this got super intense. Sinclair, he's got it. But I think I already knew what Honglu's choice was going to be. Little Baoyu? There's a light smile on his lips. He stands still. Little brother, do not let me down another time. Jamu has so generously presented the opportunity before you. Seize it. Grandmother, what will you do if Shituin refuses to accept the animal worm to the end? The exalted Shanhuang animal worm is too frail to have this form manifested outside a body for overly long. Not to mention how the sacred ritual to accept him into one's body is a very precise procedure. Continued resistance would pose a significant risk to her life. And you would both do well to recall that there are many in Dagoryeo who desire the responsibility of the family hierarch. The very same rabble who are willing to abandon their own flesh and blood if it meant that they could seize power. So Mrs. Shuichun refuses to the end. You're just gonna shove that worm into her ear. Damn the risk to her life. And if she dies in the process, you'll swap her out with someone else. That's why she must accept our exalted ancestor into herself with deferential welcome. This whole family hierarch war, The whole thing's a sham. It's just a meaningless charade. Like the contrived condition that you have to find the answer to immortality and kick all of your siblings off some stupid competition to become the family hierarch. All of it, just for their filthy greed and this disgusting amusement. Allow us to impart the counsel for you, O orphan child of tragic stupidity.
이 심사가 의미가 없을 리가 있나?
I missed that. What other method would there be, if not the family hierarchy evaluation, to determine if a prospective candidate is someone with enough wit to provide us amusement like this Jamu's destruction of the Kong family? Thus, the evaluation is no meaningless charade.
죄송해요.
I'm so sorry, grandmother.
내어주신 황금
I can't take that bow.
왜 그런 선택을
Why do you
한
choose this
것이냐,
path, Bowie?
보가. 너를 데려가는
The company that has taken you desires for nothing more than this golden bow.
네.
Yeah,
수도요.
maybe, but
이루고 싶은 것은 없어요.
I don't have a wish or anything like
그러니
that.
저를 흘러가게
So as long as you help me
만들어주시면
continue to float away,
얌전히
I'll do
따를게요.
whatever you ask.
아직 완전해지지 않은
It is
소망을
troublesome for us to employ
입술을
you with an
닫아드리는 것은
incomplete wish.
곤란합니다. 그렇다면 제
Then
일을
allow us to
드리겠습니다.
propose something.
당신이
We
원하는
promise to
것을
give you
바라게끔
something to
해드리죠.
desire. Oh.
원함을 드리겠다는 것입니다.
In other words, we will give you something to want.
원함이란 어떤 걸까요?
But what does it mean to want?
마음이 동하는 감각,
It is a sensation that moves your heart,
혹은 허기짐,
a sort of hunger or a
혹은
yearning.
갈망이죠. 그렇다면 더는
Once you have that, you will no longer simply float downstream, surrender to the ebb and flow of the water's currents.
그렇네요.
I see. Now might be the
지금이
time.
그때일지도 모르겠어요. 이끄는 것에
Even if it
반응하지
means that I
않아요.
must push against the currents, even if it means that I'll be
설사제가
abandoned.
미처 지춘이가 이대로
I don't think I can
원칙을
sit
가져가
here
두는
and
걸
watch as you force her to become a hierarch she
바라볼
doesn't
수는
want to
없을 것
be.
같아요.
익숙하고 편한 길을 택하지 않고 구태여 가시밭길로
You would
돌아가려
rather walk away from this comfortable treaded path and venture a thorny one.
결국
You would
네
rather have even more blood on your
다시
hands.
각자가 원하는
All you
것만
had to do was to
헤어지게
let it
되면
happen, and we could have
피차
both
시간
gained what we came
낭비하면서
here for,
얼굴을 마주볼
and left,
필요도
ending this
없었을 텐데.
excruciating experience of having to look at your face.
대체
What is your organization even after?
나야말로 니놈들에게 묻고
I
싶고
also have a question for all of you.
지금까지
Have you really
너희들이
walked a
걸어온
pristine path of no
사륙 하나 없는
bloodshed?
무결한
Can you really say that you've not caused anyone to suffer in your pursuit of the golden bows?
황금가지를
You have
얻기
left
위해
nothing but
눈앞에
countless
셀
deaths and
수도 없는
sacrifices
희생들을
for that
모른
sole
척
purpose.
해오며
You've
여기까지
turned a
왔어.
blind eye to every single suffering in your wake.
그런데 이제
So what's
왔어.
another death, another sacrifice?
오랜 시간
Is
연을
your little
끌었던
sister,
동생
whom you
하나가
haven't even spoken with in a long time,
황금가지를
mind,
버린다는 것이다.
suddenly more importantly than the bow?
그거야말로
Now that's
모순이고
some rich hypocrisy.
기만이지.
I know my cat, my brother.
왜 눈앞의 이득을
Pursue
쫓지
your
못하고
interests.
일을
Pursue the
어렵게
reward that
만드는
lies
것이냐.
right before your eyes. Why must you make things so difficult?
그렇네.
I wondered the
형의
same about it.
말대로
All this time, I had no qualms
지금껏
about
잘
simply watching
바라봐왔던
things float
것들이
away. So why is it so
왜 이리
hard to let
어렵게
go all of a
느껴지는
sudden?
걸까?
Then it would be reasonable to assume that this truce is no more. That insignificant girl has to accept the animal worm before it to acquire what we came here for. As if on cue, Gubu, Jiahuan, and their subordinates began to assume a battle stance. Oh, they all have egos.
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한
Oh, I don't have
이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
two. On South Island of Nice Joint Crystal took place. Blood Feast? Oh, these guys are blood fiends. What the heck?
적출할게요.
Do Dongrong? Do you? Hi Dongrong. This has kind of gotten crazy. A little out of hand, if I would say. He has the contempt ego. Although I don't really know how that one worked.
이만하면 훌륭하군.
숨통 끊기.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴데 적합한 조치였습니다.
Okay, I have to figure out how that works because it could be bad.
대신 해결해 줄 수야 있지.
Take and deal 10% damage from and against
뻔질이.
because there's a contempt.
대신 너희가
What does contempt do?
원하는 확실히 갚아주마.
Skill on. Unfocused volley. This needs to be stopped. This also needs to be stopped. Bro, how's it doing stuff this early?
흑승류, 뜀박질 침.
I've always hated Gubo.
엎드리도록.
Okay. We broke all his unbreakable coins.
목적이 있었지.
That's annoying. Oh, no.
시간이 무한하진 않죠. 딴테.
It's not looking great.
해야 할 겁니다.
Heart towards the new era.
무한한 것도 대가가 없는 것도 그 어디에도 없을 테니.
Consume 3 SP on self to inflict 2 seeking. Wait, am I supposed to use this? That freaking one fell bullet is so annoying. Yeah, fell bullet was really annoying. Bro, how am I supposed to beat this? I don't have any, like... I have to, like... And this one's still, like, clashing. 11, 18. It's not like... Why is it doing that? It rolled tails a bunch. He doesn't hit hard unlike Fell Bullet, yeah. Let's see, thank you.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
He's sure still is stacking a lot of bleed, or sinking. Oh no.
꿰뚫려라.
Nice. Dude, I have like no ego resources. It's quite doomed.
대신 해결해 줄 수야 있지.
사소한 희생은 언제나
자리를
필요한
지키는
법이지.
큰누님의 요청을 어길 수는 없지. 대신
How come I can't see
너희가
the...
죽는다면
this one?
원하는 확실히 갚아주마.
This one is targeting Ryoshu, so... Who else is targeting this? Faust? Prioritize Encore Wait, huh? If the unit failed to attack the target unit, cancel this skill. Gains 5 poise, turn influence. Only gets the target's main target. I think I'm supposed to kill this before he kills that, right? Took 2 bleed. I think I'm supposed to kill it, yeah.
달라진 것처럼 굴지 마. 그때나 지금이나 넌 여전히 개자식이니까.
방금의 공격, 혹신 그 자체였다.
No! No! If it rolled heads, I would have been fine.
뭐 삼정웨이의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠다.
너희의 무대
Oh, that's rough.
승리로 이끌
알고 맞게 하진 않았어.
How did that miss? I think it's okay still. The sinking is kind of going crazy right now. Heisho counter is good. I can't use them. I should have put Faust in. Or Heisho had Faust, but I forgot. They're both staggered right now, so they don't do anything. This ability is so annoying. Okay, most of them are unstaggered now, but we are lacking a lot of resources right here. Why is this not working? 410? You should be losing this one. Four. Start his gaze by 2 to grasp weapon. Like that. 1. Okay. Don't ask me how the math checks out. If your counter coin is when you use it, yeah. I think that's the thing. I need to get more used to using the counter coins. It was supposed to win. Nice. Yeah, okay, I won't make the same mistake as last time. I need to kill this thing first, no matter what. And then this thing. Everyone's targeting only for some reason. I just need to win like a couple more to reduce the gaze, I think. 3. Okay. Oh, I overdid it. I guess I didn't need to do that. Bye, Justa. Thank you so much. I guess I did need to do that. I think I can do this one. I set the whole team here after all.
여기구나.
Nice. Yeah, see, that cancels it, which is what we need.
시계를 돌리는 일에 너무 익숙해진 것 아닌가.
Then we just do that. Oh, that's an unbreakable coin. Unbreakable coins. I mean, I'm using them too.
라샹. 끝을 낼 시간이 뚫리고.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
Okay. He's got minus so much, like... I should just be able to get him here.
혐오스러운 버러지를
Nice.
더 이상
They're both staggered, actually, which is great.
적출할게요. 자,
따뜻한
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이.
Nice. That's quite a good chunk of damage. Nice, I got him.
승리로 이끌.
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한가. 엄지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
That's the only Heisho pack I got left. But it seems like I can get him here. Unless he's got another phase, because it looks like Gubo's not dead.
여기 피었잖아.
Nice. I'm almost at his next stagger resistance.
저놈을 추적해.
In which case, I can probably just finish him off after.
확인해 보죠, 단테. 하던 대로 해보십시오.
Which is this one?
불길 속으로.
He should just get staggered right here. This does a ton of damage. Yeah, there it goes.
그림자 속으로 가라.
Nice! Why didn't you have to do much? 32 isn't hard? You think only 30 is hard? Yeah, 32 isn't hard. Is 33 hard?
오랜 목마름도 어버이를 향한 죄책감.
I'm gonna use Heishomo. Let's...
가스 점화.
I'm surprised though, this is one of the few ones where we didn't go into a dungeon. Now that's an annoying trick. Everyone's just bouncing off that side.
뺀사 또한
The fact that N-Corp has already found a way to successfully extract Ego has already been identified.
예상 이상의 완성도를
However,
갖고
it is more advanced stage than we had
이 정도에
imagined.
도달하기 위해서
But they physically could not have had enough time to reach this level of completion.
가끔씩 기분 나쁜 놈이긴 하지만
You're not the most pleasant person to be around, but I must admit, you certainly are capable. It's no surprise that such a layperson such as yourself fails to see through the vast mind of a scientist. It really happens as my research deemed it would, did it not? The defensive field generated by this ego is invincible.
아주는 계속
The lineage of hierarchs must continue. The bequeathment of immortality must continue. The amusement of life must continue. The momentary lapse in judgment mustn't be allowed to shake down London's status quo. You need only remain a gem, nothing more. Your only responsibility was to keep that jade clean, free of marring. to bring further glory to that wonder.
영롱히 해주면 돼. 다 모여.
Jamu, correct the foolishly lost child's wonder.
바로잡아 죽어라.
Return him to the rightful road. Why does the gem, the child who must witness nothing but the greatest luxuries, at the apex of the world, endeavor to become a worthless stone again?
우리가
Now, ensure that the child, the beneficiary of love, our love and care, may fulfill his duty and purpose for existence.
안타깝구나.
What a tragic turn of events. I meant to bestow you the golden bow, forsaking one of the paths of immortality that I had acquired.
황금가지를 친히 내어주고자 하였는데
Yet you would rather pursue the pointless fleeting charade against your own grandmother.
부질없는 것을 쫓다니.
맞아요.
Yes,
할머니와
grandmother.
어르신들은 저를 극진히 아껴주고
You have all loved and cared for me, more than anyone else Dakwon has.
그 덕에 형과 누나들이
And that is why,
서로 죽고 죽이는
while my own
삶의
brothers and
목표가
sisters were
되었을
doomed
때도
to spend the rest of their lives killing each other,
저는 방 안에서
I could simply witness the
수많은
lives
목숨이
plummet to the
곤두박질
cold
치는
earth,
것을
all from the comfort of my
얌전히
room.
바라볼 수 있었으니까요. 저희 부모님도
My parents also told me that I should be thankful for being born as a gem, that I should feel lucky,
아무것도 하지 않고
that all I have to do is
그저
just
눈만
keep an
뜬
eye
채로
open.
살아가면 되는 것이라 하셨어요.
But grandmother,
더 이상 반짝거리기만
what if I
하는 것에
told you I'm exhausted,
지쳐버렸으면
tired of just glimmering on?
어떡하죠?
옥의 바램 같은 것은 존재하지 않는다.
A precious jade has no such thing as desires or wants. The golden bow slides into Jamu's body and begins to flicker, the power spiraling in her veins. The rewinding process you have shown us in the first round was most fascinating, and it has unlocked a new level of understanding in me, the true worth of this artifact, previously unnoticed, and allowed to remain untouched within the depths of our treasury. Once we leave this little ruckus behind, I will be sure to put that golden bow within the rewinding thing to good use as well. Is the final boss Jamu? Hi, Momo! Oh, it is. It's the song! Let's go!
영광으로 여기거라. 이 환의 힘을 목도하는 것은 너희가 처음이니.
Oh.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠, 따태. 하던 대로
It's the
해보십시오.
Millie song. I want to listen to it. Neutral. No way! Not her low rolling the first one. Oh, the Heisha pack are kind of OP here.
하, 웃기는 자식들. 끝나고 나서 고래구이 파티를 열어주겠다고 하니
오케이.
좀 낫나?
흑수묘,
33 is good for rupture. I assume you just need to do a ton of damage here or something. Oof. Bro, even her tails are better than her heads. That's crazy. The new Faust ID is just crazy. I need it, dude.
꿰뚫려라.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭한.
Completed Haitian boluses. Oh my god.
방금의 공격.
Is that a shield?
신. 그 자체였다.
승부처다. 단순해서 좋건 9번 수감자.
Interesting.
물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
How is she at plus 20? I think this is good. Told your Faust ID's OP. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it when it comes out. Older. Or it comes out in the store.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
She's so tanky. Like, she's tanky, she has good coins. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not good.
상정용의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠고. 설마 알고 있게 하진 않았을 테니. 지금 시계를 돌리기엔 촉박할 테니 다른 수를 생각해야 할 겁니다,
That was a
관리자.
mistake.
쓸모
That's okay.
없어진 놈은 후퇴시키는 것도 좋겠죠.
너무나도 많은 반짝임과
I've witnessed so many lights,
너무나도 많은
so many
색깔과
colors,
너무나도 많은
and so many
모든
emotions.
것을 바라보아야
Everything that I had to witness drew my gaze away from the rest of the world.
그래서 제가
So my
바라보는
world is
세상은
nothing but a meaningless mess of
그저
confusing,
의미 없는
patternless, and incongruent
현란하고
colors.
무작위에 가끔씩은 궁금해지긴 했어요.
Sometimes I
남들이
wonder
바라보는
what kind of
세상은
world reflects in the eyes of
어떤
others.
모습일지, 과연
Just
그들의
what kind of
눈에는
world do they live in?
어떤
Then they
풍경을
become
담고
so
있기에
attached to these silly little splotches
저토록
in a
수많은
myriad
색들
of colors.
속에서도
짧은 생을 살아가는 하루살이들의 살아가는 방식 따위는
Why concern yourselves with the way Maeve lies live?
필요가 없다. 그들은
Their concern is only for what lies immediately before them. They are myopic, unable to see far enough to achieve anything.
이루지 못하고 짤선인들이
Do you believe that Hungering could have risen to its present reputation and prosperity had it not been for the Rever Shinrin?
다른 도시들에게
The other nests would have been destroyed and devoured as whole. Honglu, I know that not everything in your world was colorful, but you must have felt something. Something that made you feel like a heart. Do you believe so?
그랬을까요? 잃어버린 지
But it slipped away from me so long ago.
이곳은 너무 넓어서
And this place is too fast to find
찾기조차.
anything once lost. That's not true. I'm sure you'll find it again as long as you put your mind to it. As long as your heart is truly in it.
어째서 그런 헛된 말에 자꾸 귀를 기울이느냐?
Do not let these empty words stir you. How could a frivolous thing like your pure old heart possibly do before the great will of Hongren? Oh, my reverend Shinrin of my heart. Do you also believe that to be true? You understand. You acknowledge and appreciate my life. All the time that I sacrificed for Hongren.
선생님께서 말씀하시는구나. 대관원의 큰 뜻을 받으려는 더 높고 영원
Born as the mighty nobleman of Pain.
날 것이라고.
Oh! That's an interesting look.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어있고
There it is! It's the song! 하시시!
곧 끝장날 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로 효율적인 마무리를 명령하시겠지요, 단테.
Oh. Oh, shoot, I have this locked in as the ego. How do I clash with this? What am I supposed to do? Nanai, yeah. I still don't understand those people who just speak some song. I like it. Is it because there's a lot of it in Chinese? I guess there's nothing I can do. Oh, actually, she takes it.
창구에 적힌 놈들은 볼 때마다 기가 막혀. 우리 중지가
What the heck is this?
경기처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
Shimi's party pack for life. Heals. The unit connected to this unit was covered. Loses 20 HP. Gain 1 stat. Self-detonate. The unit is killed with a self-detonation. Okay, so this has to break.
숨통 끊기.
Okay. Honglu is a different story, of course. Yeah, it's here's the clash of excitement and crashing into reality. Yeah, the story is different. I wouldn't expect this. Oh no, what happened?
이런 그새 정신을 잃었나? 형제의 원한.
Two people got staggered.
정부의
Oh wait, no, that's Honglu.
조만간 갚아주지.
Hollow obedience. Sanskrit purity in childhood. Nice, I got him out. Hey bro, how you doing? 今天 Millie 会 yeah, 这个是 Millie 的 Especially Honglu's ego's water. Yeah. It's called the Land of Illusion, right?
놈의 죽음으로 끝내긴. 벌벌 떨고 있는 나머지 녀석들도 쳐야 한다.
think this. No. I'd rather play it safe than sorry here. Yeah, I would have lost that one if it went through.
목적이 있었지.
Oh wait, I just saw how many unbreakable coins there were here. Actually, if it's unavoidable, there's something I can do. Nice. Dude, this thing is so tanky. What the heck? I just saw his health. And I'm corroding. Whoa. Why am I all staggered and stuff? I have the... I have her base ego, which should fix it too. And tomorrow we'll play whatever comes to you. But what do you want? Happiness.
저랑 노는 건 그다지 재미가 없었을
It
텐데.
cannot have been much fun to be around. But Dayu always invited me
언제나
to play
저를
with her.
불러주었어요. 제 기분을 제일 먼저
She was
알아차려서
always the first to sense how I was
손을
feeling.
걷어붙이며
Always the one
달려왔고
to be there for me.
저보다도 제 일에 슬퍼.
Always the one to be sad for me. To be angry
화를
in my
내주려고
place.
하여서 그 순간만큼은
It almost deluded me into
저는
believing
더
that I
이상
was no
창고의
longer
구석이
just a
아닌
gem
듯한
stuffed in the treasury.
착각을
장부에 적힌 놈들은 볼 때마다 기가 막혀. 우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것도 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
What is it? 2?
흑수묘, 뒷목줄 준비.
I risked it and it paid off a little bit. This poison thing is really annoying though.
엎드리도록.
I probably need to start spamming the... Oh, he ate him again. Oh! Wait! Pushed her off. Nice. I thought I was gonna have to do that thing again. No matter the game, poison is annoying. Yeah.
평소 지휘 실력을 확인해 보죠, 단테. 하던 대로 해보십시오.
This one is scary. When there's value, the precious jade convert all coins to unbreakable coins. What the heck? He's clashing and winning here. Okay. This is kind of pushing it. Like this. I see my Hallelu, my neurons activate, and my frontal lobe develops. Dude, this thing has so much health. Okay. Luckily, a lot of my team can heal. Nice. I still have this buff on me.
창부에 적힌 놈들은 볼 때마다 기가
Happiness.
막혀.
Its buff is literally called happiness.
엄격한 것.
This is when this clan does not
이해할
become
수
a
없는 걸
precious
요구하는
jade.
것도 아닌데 말이지.
Nullifies the effect that turns into jade once. When clashing against a skill that turns clashing into jade. Once Jamu wins against Jamu, if its power wins that clash, this unit is never going to recovers from stagger, reduces Jamu's SP by 2 fragile. A clash one gains 1 random ego resource for 3 random things. Okay. No, this one needs to do that. Infinitely something. Bequeathing Will of Hunger. Gain Rampage. Deals 8 SP. If the you do not know the Fathom of the Eye's powers, its special nature skill's main target is hungry. Cover all coins to unbreakable coins. Okay, so he's currently not clashing with anyone. But he can. Maybe he should just clash here. I'm kind of betting that he'll roll low. Nice! I'm actually doing damage now. He's got like a lot of fragile stacks. Nice. Not the skip part. Taitanma, I realized for this Canto, for few fights that has effects prioritized job value will confuse people who just skip cutscenes. So it's probably for a few people that do that. Ah, 是一个韩国的游，这个是韩国的，那个歌是中文的。I want to play a bolus making game. Gather a bunch of sand and pebbles and leaves and seeds to make bolus, and the best bolus wins. Joy. Juan always liked to follow me around. He probably wanted grandmother to recognize him. Juan always had this dream, even as a little boy. He wanted to be one on top bolus makers in the city. I was so envious. I just wanted to know what they were going to show here. Maybe he really could have achieved that. What is this? Can clash with the skill regardless speed, cannot be staggered before your enemies. The Pelican. I think I can clash this way. Do I put the counter on? I think this is fine.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
That wasn't bad at all. Nice, that does so much damage, which is nice.
씨알도 안 먹히는 방식으로 싸워놓고 해실고 상황이 다 좋게 좋게 넘어가나 6번 수감자.
Okay, they all have a stack, so I think this is fine. Aisho's OP. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, I was sold. Everyone was saying it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He is OP. It's definitely OP. Hi, Magic Puppy. I built them just for this and it paid off.
꿈에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고!
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
The reuse point is already OP. I don't think it comes. I have to look it up again.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을 확인해
This should be okay here.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
This one. He has happiness, so he can't be converted. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's only if he targets him. But since I redirected it. I'm guessing this one is Zelo's ID then, right? Because it's Malbranch still? Okay. Nice. I almost broke it off of him. Uh-oh.
쓰러졌다고 죄의 대가를 치르지 않을
What the heck happened there?
오산이라 말해주고 싶군.
How is it struggling? Now I'm spamming egos. I heard Limbus Company. Hi, Dulce. Yeah, we're finishing up Canto 8. Okay, okay. Nice. But it's all unbreakable coins.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Mine is actually so good. I was kind of sleeping on this one. Nice. I broke it.
귀찮은 보이가 번질러진 모양이죠, 관리자. 우선 순위를 잘 분별해서 잘라내기를 기대하겠습니다.
Oh. Come, little Bao, it's time for you to visit the elders.
슬픔.
Sorrow.
어르신들은 제게 언제나
They were always so kind to me, the elders. But I wanted to play with Dayu instead.
시간이 지나면서
With time, I stopped being so afraid
어르신들이 더
of
이상
them, but
그분들은
they always speak as though they
언제나
know
저의
every
모든 걸
little
알고
thing
있다는
about
듯이
me.
저의 쓰임새는
My only use is to be a window,
어르신들이 무료한
an
것을
amusement
보낼
for
수
the
있게
elders in their long, tedious lives.
천암사의 유리지. 그래서 제게
I don't
많은
need to
말은
talk
필요
much.
없어요.
I only see as many interesting
그저
things as
흥미로운
possible,
것들을
and wear a pleasant
눈에
smile from
어쩔 수
them.
없습니다. 그저
The prudent option would be to
바라만
witness it
보고
all in
계시는 것이.
silence.
수빈이 옛날처럼 돌아오게 된다면
I wish
좋겠어요.
Shinren could be back to her old Shiren could be back to her old self again.
하지만 그럴 수
But I
없는
know that
사실을
can't
알고
happen,
있죠.
so I smiled.
하품이다 난. 슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
모든 결과들은
Nice. I'm great at bargaining and striking deals? I imagine so. I'll get him to play it. I keep trying to get used to play it. Oh! Oh. I think he would really enjoy the story. What the?
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것도 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
What the heck? I'm like all my guys are on their last leg. Can I switch this? No, that's not a good idea. Like this? Have you tried clashable counters? Yes, I do know how to use those. Hi, little sheep. Hi, Yimu. I have a tiny question. Do you have a knot? Ah, somebody used to.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려.
Did I not AoE them?
2항에 맞추겠다. 그게 제격이지.
Uh oh. Oh, they're the elders.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Okay.
하품이다 난.
I'm running
지루하니까
so low on
빨리
resources.
끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
The target has 50% plus HP. Choose and deal 50% for the ally with the least HP. Maybe I can just kill this one instead. Dude, all my guys have like no health left.
전투 감각 하나만큼 수감자가 되어 훌륭하겠다. 승부처다.
Nice.
그 확실히 훌륭하군. 5번 수감자. 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다지.
이 수많은 소원들 중
Okay.
그대가 이루고 싶은 소원은
You
무엇인가?
need to make sure every other one of her slots is touched before you target Mercalia. There should be. Oh! Uh-oh.
이 패배를 중지를 건드려 전부 새기고 기억한 뒤 척결한다.
Do these things not die? If the effects was afflicted against. Oh. How is this losing? This should win. What does this do? Wait, what does this do? Absorbed when struck by certain skills of jump. These jump is cornered. So these are like already fine. I don't have to worry about these. Should I just do this? Because of the sanity? But I'm 45 and they're 45. I should just win. Who else is targeting this? Oh, her. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see how this turns out. Yeah, those can't be destroyed.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Don Quixote is at like 9. Yeah, she's like. I thought she was at 45. How did she go down to 9? Oh, okay, she rolled tails heads anyways. Nice! Get him, Donkey. Oh, because I used the Yearning Matrilia thing. Oh, this thing's annoying. Oh, why am I still hitting these?
잘했다. 마무리까지 끝나면 너희 안가품 장부에 특별히 한정판 고양이 스티커를 붙여주지.
Speed 10. I can't beat it. So these two are going to get absorbed, and these two won't be. But I think that's okay. Is this unclash lose? Oh, it's unhit without cracking. So I need to crack it anyways. Oh. Can I crack it somehow? No. Wait, Hong Lu should be able to crack it. Yes, okay. There we go. I keep using Healing Ego? Yeah, I should have. But I don't have the right stuff for that.
이 자식이 떠오르. 예전에 어떤 미친 게 하나 때문에 남부의 형님 누님들이 영문도 모른 채 쓸려나간 적이 있었지.
This effect was inflicted against
그
John.
일을 잊지 않고 늘 이를 갈며 새기고 있다.
Okay.
그 원한은 반드시
Can this win? Yes.
불길 속으로.
Why is this one already broken?
산초류 경혈 오이 라샹 끝을 낼 시간.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Okay. Slap Granny, yeah. I know, Brain. My only strat was giving her 99 35 sinking. I mean, like, I think I can win most of the clashes here.
모두가 너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
I almost got her. Oh, again?
아픔이다 난. 슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
Can I? Yes.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
I hate how there's some skills that like immediately end the round.
이 기회에 평소
This mechanic again.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
Okay.
고귀하게.
Oh. Minus coins are so hard to use, dude. Oh, nice! This is her skill 3, Evolve, though. Nice. Hi, Okana. Is there anyone with both ears? I would guess it by looking at your English. Good night, Skavenki. What is this game? It's called Limbus Company. My Wi-Fi is on life support. I see.
선원들 나를 보호해라.
아픔이다 나는. 슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
This one. These things are like really hard to. No, I should be targeting this. It was Ishmael who was targeting something else. Okay. What the? What the? Bro, and Claire.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Yeah, no weekends. 我下个礼拜我会玩。
저놈을 추적해.
Okay.
무기를 만드는 것만큼 내가
하품이다 나는.
I need to make sure this
슬슬
one and this
지루하니까
one go
빨리
down.
끝나버리는 게 좋겠어.
But these things like never win. Okay, so that one's gonna go down. This one's going for Ishmael. Okay. This is only the 2-coin one. Like this. Okay, nice. I just broke it. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I need to buy Rhyme Shank.
반드시 되찾을 거다.
I'll play other things for the weekend. Bro, this thing keeps rolling heads. That's crazy.
전열을 지켜라. 내게 관심이 쏠렸으니 너희가 공격할 기회는
상처를 경멸고 라샹. 끝을 낼 시간이다.
At least I still have a bunch of hard blood left.
이런 그새 정신을 잃었네.
So she's only gonna get one here, which is fine.
정부의 추가에도 조만간 갚아주지.
No, it's not gonna win. Okay. And then he needs to dimension shred her. Okay.
불가 불야고 막아내지 못하리.
This one is at least good enough. Yeah.
이 안정감 있고 부드럽게.
Oh, nice. It staggered her.
최선이군. 이런 푹신한 날엔 안 풀리는 일이야.
바로 이 따뜻한
She's almost dead. Oh. Who's me, big bro? The room's too big for your Shichong. You never should have said that to me. I won't be visiting you ever again. Rah.
시춘이는 작은 것에도
Shichong was an only child who found happiness in the smallest things. A child who used to like playing with me. But once she gets older, she'll likely be like every other child in Taekwondo. She will resent me, envy me, and try to kill anyone else who's shooting for the seat of the family hierarchy. But I hope that she wouldn't come to hate me. So once again, I smile. I didn't have to die yesterday. I didn't have to die yesterday if you just helped me. Do you have any idea how much it hurts when they chop off your neck? I wish for nothing but the worst suffering in what's left of your miserable life.
설반 형님은
Shripan never wanted to fight. He was a pacifist with a soft heart that could easily be brought to tears. But after a few deaths, his every word became a stabbing thorn, and he gladly impales me with them as he curses me. And I end up hoping that everything that he accuses me with have come true. So I smiled again. Oh, your grandmother and mother tell me that there are no other women who can possibly hope to match up to you other than me. Let's live the happiest life we can together. We'll see only pleasant sights, eat only the best food, and enjoy the beautiful luxuries life has to offer.
보처 누나는 저를 좋아했지만
Outside loved me, but what she loved was not a
저에게서
person,
나오는 빛을
only the
좋아하는
light that I
것이었어요.
radiate.
제가 보처
Just as I
누나에게서
loved her
나오는 향을
fragrance.
좋아했듯이 대관원의 바람대로
Letting the will of
흘러가려면
Dagonryun carry me away
보처 누나와 홀려
would have
다니는 것이
me wed,
마땅하겠지요.
Big Sis Palca.
하지만 보처 누나가
But this
말하는
feeling
그
she spoke
기대라는
of, this
감정은
excitement, was nothing more than a heavy, cumbersome accessory.
거추장스럽고
It was unwieldy, and it was much more than what I deserved. So I smiled.
그래서 웃었답니다.
이제는 방에만 틀어박히시려는
Hi,
건가요?
Maria. So you'd rather isolate yourself in this room. I don't know what to do anymore whenever I see your smile. I find myself drawn to it. Before I became so hateful of it that I never wanted to see it again.
이제 대옥이는
Daiyu will now hate me for the
대관원의
rest of her
다른
life,
이들처럼
just as everyone else in
저를
Dagonryun
평생도록
does.
미워하겠지요. 그래서 저는
So it's
방에만
better that I
있는
just
게
shut
나아요.
myself off in my room.
떠날 수 있었음에도
She could have left me then, but she
대옥이는
chose to
제 곁에
remain by
남아있는
my
것을
side.
택했어요. 어쩌면 제게
Maybe it
묶여
wasn't a
있는 걸
choice
수도
at all.
있겠죠.
Maybe she was bound to me.
대옥이를 갈 데 없는
It's
처지로
my
만든
fault that she
거예요.
has nowhere else to go.
그래서 제가 보여줄 수
So the only thing I could show her in response was,
바쁩니다 난. 슬슬 지루하니까 빨리
Oh, no.
끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
oh, her Bygone Days does beat. Luckily, his skill 3 can beat most things. The fact that Honglu spoke his opinion in Yiseng's Canto, and now Yiseng is returning the favor. Yeah. But the thing is, like, Yiseng has an opinion. Honglu never. He gave up having one.
꿈에
Falling
닿을
asleep
때까지
again?
몇 번이고!
Goodbye, Grandma. Yeah, it's the song.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Is Millie Chinese? Or the lead singer from Millie Chinese? Because her Chinese is like really natural.
당신을 청소하라고.
It looks scary, but it's really not so bad. Oh no! Uh-oh.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를
바쁩니다
승리로
난.
이끌.
슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
I gotta give her this first one here.
총원 돌격!
She's almost dead.
엎드리도록.
She's like 47 health. Oh my god, did the camera just wailing it? Is this Giller? Or was it just a body part? Oh no, that was just a body part. Cassie isn't Chinese, but she
거둬들일 순
just speak
없었어.
any language. I think so.
너희의 무기로
불길 속으로
Get her!
바쁩니다 난. 슬슬 지루하니까 빨리 끝내버리는 게 좋겠어.
쏟아내라.
Your only duty is to witness. Is this the last one? Yep. That is all you are. That's all you'll ever be capable of. You know better than anyone else. Honglu, your smile has changed not once, then or now. We have come to know that your smile is more than a shell. I know that is the same smile that brought me to the past. The same smile that I thought resembled Brother Yongmi's. Thus I know your distant yet true heart.
진심을 알고 있네. 홍묵은 또한
There was aught you had
우리를
felt
보며
from us, was
느꼈던
there
것이
not?
있지 않았는가? 고독,
Solitude, steadfast lingering,
미련,
so bitter yet so exhausted.
씁쓸 외로움, 후회.
Loneliness, regret, and anticipation. The
그
castle of
미소와는
ice was so
다르게
lonely and cold, despite your
얼음성은
smile.
외롭고 차가웠어요. 갈등,
Conflict,
고뇌,
anguish, courage.
용기.
But there was a desperate resolve to overcome
그럼에도
all of
극복하려는
it all
간절함이
nonetheless.
있었고 그리움,
Longing,
애잔함,
melancholy, and work. The wings unfurled were so blinding, so brilliant.
격정,
Passion,
모험심,
adventure, and ferocity.
치열함.
The journey finally in search of destination found
목적지를 찾게 된
liberation.
모험은 허망함.
Futility, determination, and love. The declaration was beautiful, though to whom I could not
누구인지
know.
알 돌이 없어도 가슴 벅참.
Exhilaration, tragedy, and excitement. I learned how beautiful and incandescent the light of a continuing dream
이어지고
could be.
바래질 마음이라는 건
But I also know that they are just fleeting
저도
things,
알고 있어요.
destined to be lost to time.
머지않아
As all things return to
먼지처럼
dust,
흩어질
so will these
감정이겠죠.
emotions, no matter how hotly they once burned.
저는 당신들과는 달라요.
I'm not like the rest of
바꾸고
you.
싶은 것도
I don't want to change anything.
이루고 싶은
I don't
것도
want to
없거든요.
achieve anything either.
그래서 웃으면서
So I just watch with a smile,
계속
a
웃으면서
perpetual smile. You don't have to want to achieve anything. But as long as you're on this bus with the rest of us, things will keep happening, both good and bad. Something's probably going to blow Heathcliff's fuse again. You'll see the sinners, your friends, get killed again. We'll fail again too. The kind of failure that leaves us with nothing. The kind of failure that leaves us stagnant. But among these inevitabilities, think about all the other things that are sure to happen. You're going to miss the days you went out kiting. And when Don Quixote starts to regale us with yet another one of her tales of adventure, you're going to join in to indulge her. You know for sure that you'll be listening to Rhodia heap praises about her favorite food whenever we get the chance to try them. You're going to suddenly realize that the scenery past the bus windows have changed, and that they become beautiful for once. You're going to feel your heart swell for no reason when you listen to sinners laugh and giggle behind you. You know how I know this? Because I'm talking about myself here. These moments in time, they're what I used to fill the voids my memories left behind.
여러분들은
How can you and everyone
어떻게 끝이 있을 걸
bring yourselves to
알면서도
care about anything, knowing that
눈앞의 것을 아낄 수
it
있냐?
always has to end? One end, or at least what we thought would be the end, was always just the starting line for something new. Each finish line was just another arbitrary mark, another step in our journey, right? And it's those little steps that keep us going. And hey, Honglu, you're not stagnating, you're changing too. Tell me, why did you decide to go with Jiachu's plan?
전쟁, 황금가지.
It wasn't about the war, the golden bow, or
그런
Dogon
단어들
Ring.
다른 무엇보다도
The first thing that came to mind was
웃는 시춘이를 봐야겠다는 생각이
that I
들었어요.
wanted Shichun to genuinely smile like her. Yeah, and that's how your heart's been changing. In ways you hadn't seen.
이미 다 흘러가 버린 마음인 줄 알았어요.
I thought I'd already let those fragments of my heart float away from me.
하지만
After all,
모든 건
all of
끝났다는
existence is but a
꿈으로
passing dream, destined to return to
험으로 돌아갈
emptiness.
뿐이니
이곳에 오기 전에 당신은 앞으로 불리게 될 이름을 정할 수 있습니다. 가보. 그 이름으로
아니요.
No,
홍루.
I want to be home.
하지만 흘러간 것이
But now
아니라
I realize they've been buried here all
잃은 게
along.
아니라 잊은
They weren't
것이라.
lost. I only forgotten about them.
마음이 이렇게 개운치
That's why I
않고
felt like my heart was trapped. I can keep turning the clock for you. I can keep walking side by side with you to the end of the line. But the end of the day, only you can save yourself.
영영 날아가 버렸다고 생각한
I thought the
저에게
kite had floated away, never to be found again.
여전히
But it was still there.
만남이 있으면
Every meeting
필연
is a promise
헤어질
of a
때가
goodbye.
있기 마련이고 꽃이 필 때는
And the
사랑스럽지만
loveliness of fresh blossoms only
시들어지게
sharpens
되면
the pain of wilting.
슬프지만
But the world you witness will always be beautiful. Because you are a kind person, Honru, kinder than anyone else. So your world must be painted in the faintest, fairest color of jade.
언젠가는 바람에 흩어져 갈 꽃잎들이
If those petals refuse to surrender and live on in the brief moments they are given,
사라질 것을
despite
알면서도
knowing that they will eventually
그
scatter to the
찰나에서
winds,
살아가는
then show them the petals you've gathered. Oh, he's doing the thing. It's the thing. Wow. Grandson bathed grandmother after years. Do I know Sieve Oblivion? I don't think so.
할머니와 어르신들은
You,
그토록
grandmother,
바라던
and the elders have
블루불사
always
속에
been caged by your
갇혀
desperate search for
어떻게
immortality,
영생을 계속
searching ways
유지할지
to perpetuate your
당신들이
existence,
모르는
searching day
죽음을
and night
피하는
for
다른
new ways to
방법들이
be freed
없을지를
from death.
집착하면서 할머니는
But grandmother, have you ever freed
근심에서
yourself from that very suffering even for
한순간이라도
a
자유로워
moment?
보신 적이
그런 찰나의 감정에 어찌 연연하겠느냐.
I cannot allow myself to be attached to such moments of insignificance.
어리석은
They are but
번뇌고
foolish human
우리의
afflictions,
낭비일 뿐이다.
a waste of intellect.
모든 감정은
Every emotion is
결국
such a
스쳐
fleeting
지나가는
thing,
찰나에 불과할지도
mere
몰라요.
sparks and moments that will be lost in time.
네,
Maybe it
그래서
really is foolish to be
그것에
attached to
연연하는
them,
건 하지만 그
but an
찰나를
eternity of
외면하고
existence
산다는
without them
설령 영원히
is an
살아간다
eternity of
해도
emptiness.
그 우리가 사는 시간은
To exist is to live in the
결국 그런
culmination of
순간들이
moments
쌓여
after all.
만들어졌으니까요. 기쁨이든
Happiness, pain,
고통이든
they all scatter away as
곧
fast as they
사라질
arrive.
감정뿐이라 해도
But I'd rather be honest to those
저는 그
feelings.
순간에만 있을 감정에 그저 바라보는데 그치지
I will do
않고
more than just witness them.
감정이
I want to
요동칠
reach
대로
out
손을
and let my
뻗으려 해요.
swelling emotions run wild.
기쁨에도
In happiness, in
분노에도,
wrath, in sorrow, and in joy.
슬픔에도
I will still cast my
즐거움에도.
life into the vast world.
그렇게 되면
And that is how I
이
will find
찰나
eternity
속에서도
in a glimpse.
영원
아직 해야 할 일이 많다.
But there's so much left for us to do.
우리가 없으면
Without us,
아니요.
Homerun will.
홍어는 괜찮을 거예요.
Homerun will be
홍어를
okay.
바꾸게 될 것은
Because there'll be its
가주가
people
아니라
that bring change to Homerun,
홍어를
not the
이루는
family hierarchy.
사람들이니까요. 네,
Maybe I
이건
can't.
오로지 제 생각일
It's just my
뿐이니까요.
opinion after all.
할머니와 어르신들
So with that, I leave you here to
그토록
enjoy the
바라고
immortality you just so desired.
영생을 누리세요.
Grandmother, dear elders,
제가 앞으로 살아가게 될 내일을 마음껏
you'll have all
지켜보시면서요.
the time in the world to watch as I live my tomorrows.
부디
May the rest of your long
말씀하시길.
lives be long and unending. They're alive? What? Cookie made our way outside to the flooding Tienkan Temple lake.
근처에 쓸려 나갔을 거야.
It must have been
찾아내!
swept away in that cascade. It must be here somewhere. I briefly turned to see Gubo, gliding through the cascading flood, searching frantically amid the rising waters. Jahon, meanwhile, stands gazing towards the hall, before quietly making his way to the center. Then all of a sudden, he raises his blade and stabs into the center of the lake. And the sceneries of Shinran have all been peeping and grow delayed, fuzzy, and warped.
일단 여길 벗어난다.
Let us get out of here now. The Shinran swept off their pedestals by the powerful flow of water, crawl pathetically towards the door as Jiahwan shoots them contemptuous glare and escapes the chamber. Google follows not far behind him. But we still don't have anything to break through the defensive field put up by the Ego's gear.
듣기에나 좋은 말만 짓거리기는.
You never have anything more than empty platitudes to convey. So this is the true core of the Shanghong worm. We were supposed to capture it alive. Well, it can't be helped. Even half dead, it's extremely close to the form of pure human she seeks. This specimen will still be of use to us. No way, she's still alive?
생각하지 말라고. 그래도 가문의 적통 후계자가 선왕충을 가져가는 거니까.
Don't be too vexed, old-timers. At least it's the rightful heir of the family that's taking Shanghong worm.
가만, 구보.
What was the ability of that ego? This is not technically an area of my expertise. I'd only made an educated guess from context clues that this ego will allow for such usage. And my guess simply happens to be true. I thought we were the ones who had a direct hand in choosing these ego, but perhaps we were actually guided to choose the appropriate ones for ourselves. It seems that the other team has secured our escape route. The newcomers team? The one left by the chief butler? She's confident, I'll give her that. No way, Nellie's here? Hi, RNA. I don't know what name to give it. Hi. 现在在下雨啊. Until stillness comes. Tienkan Temple reflects clearly on the surface. Has been completely cut off from the rest of the world. I guess no one's ever getting in or out there again. The people in there, they won't hold any sway of Shitwin, or any subsequent family hierarchs to come. So now they have an opportunity to really bring about change, if they can utilize it. No one will never know what happens in there. No one will be able to help them if something were to happen either. It is likely that the sole nutrient supplier for them was the family hierarch. Their death will be very slow. Ultimate solitude. Big bro, what will happen to me once we leave here? I couldn't do anything in there but shudder with fear. Do I even deserve to rule over Hongren and its families? Here's what I think, Shitwin. I think the people who most deserve to be family hierarch are the people who are afraid of becoming one. Well, if you say so, I'll try to convince myself of that too. Unlike the lake of overlooking the temple, however, what greeted us outside was far from peaceful. The view outside became gruesome. The promised Chen hour has come. In the midst of striking up a storm with his staff, Jiachu notices us and gives us barely perceivable look of relief. Hi RNA, Happy Children's Day! Yep, Happy Children's Day RNA! Nukana as well. Surrounding him were piles of dead and heavily wounded bodies. He was covered in so many cuts, bruises, and bloodstains that I couldn't even tell if all that blood came from him or from those around him, or how many people bled on him. Oh, you. Behind him stood Dayu, looking terribly exhausted. They've been guarding this entrance against the endless stream of enemies this whole time to keep their word. The only ones still engaged in battle were Jiachu and Lei Heng. Oof. I'm all out of gas, my boys are dead. And now that's all, you got yourselves 12 fresh fellows. I reckon I don't got many options left. And now y'all got that girl to the seat. Them yaller dogs got their pack and go home, pretend none of that ever happened. Lei Heng looks at us despondently, painting with fatigue. Alright, let me be straight with you. Anyway, I get to walk out of here alive. He begs for his life in an impressively self-assured manner. Of course, Jiachu had no reason to accept this request, but instead of rebuking him, he slams the ground with his staff with his heavy boom before addressing him. Very well. Then I will make you the same offer you gave me. Take a singular hit. I ain't even worth unwrapping that staff of yours, am I? Let a hull left and then produce a cigar from his pocket. Hold your horses, be done in a jiffy. He puffs an entire cigar at once. Warms the room, materializes the staff. He's sweating. I see 5 monks of the Tienkan Star. Oh, he said that Shiba. Oh! Oh, he's dead!
별의 이름으로 부르나.
He would rather call me by the star's name.
나는 그저
Yet my name is
공치우인 것을.
Kongchu. Yeah, because he's adopted.
소지.
Dang, he just kind of blew him up. I'm sorry. Say, Shiro, your husband's dead. The pinky.
어디에나 있고
Omnipresent yet unknown to
저들끼리도
each other.
알아채지 못한다더니.
Everyone fell silent for a moment. We have no time to waste on
그 아이를
ruminations.
가주의
Our
자리에
task is not
올려서
over until she
제대로
ascends to the
흡수의
seat,
재갈을
seizes the Hazel Pack's leash. With him at the vanguard one by one, we routed the forces that sought to stop the new hierarch. It was no easy task, but Hong Lu appeared more unburdened than ever, so I was pretty happy.
배용나.
Here to see us? She doesn't seem too happy for this to be just a friendly gesture. We'll stop by from time to time.
올라올게요.
참나.
Sure, but don't expect me to take time to greet you guys.
난 이제부터
I'm about to be busier than
말도
I've ever
못해도
been in my
바빠질
entire life.
예정이라고.
아가씨께선
My lady expresses
언제나
that you will always be
급진히
welcome with the
환영해
greatest
주신다고
honors
합니다.
here. I don't really know you well, Mr. Wei, but I feel a strange sense we might be kindred spirits.
본건 아닌데.
She translates for her, and he translates for Ryoshu.
질감이
Lei Hang's dead.
느껴지는 것 같기도 하고요.
웨이 씨도 덩달아서
You're telling me
반갑습니다.
Lei Hang's dead, but Captain Captain Ahab is still alive somehow? That's crazy.
네, 해결의 충을 통해서
So much of the
만들어온
information has
정보가
been
너무
esoterically
많으니
handed down via the worm.
서류화하는 일만
It'll take years for
옆을
us to put it
써야
onto
할지
paper. We're having
가만히
difficulty
있지
even
않습니다.
getting an idea of how long it might
하지만
take.
굴레를
But you have
하나
broken one of
끊어주셨으니
many cycles here. I'm
아가씨는
certain
분명
that Hongren will become a
공원을
better
더
place to
살기
live
좋은
under my
곳으로
ladyship's
바꾸실
rule.
겁니다.
A lot of things did not go according to plan, but in the end, Shichun did become the next hierarch. A family hierarch without the imperial
대관원에
norm.
남은 사람들 말이야.
Everyone here at
다들
Dongwon
나한테
they all
물어보고
seem to have a
싶은
lot of
말이
questions for
잔뜩
me. But
눈치만
what are they gonna
보더라고.
do? Directly challenge the family
첫
hierarch?
멘트부터 엄청
Gotta
멋지게
say,
했어.
you were real charismatic out there.
대관원이 어지럽구나.
You're their first command.
흑수, 축수,
Turmoil has
진우를
come,
풀어라.
Dagonrin. Release the Heisho pack. Choten and Shen branches and quell the chaos, right?
그런
Don't
거
ever do an
따라하지
impression
마.
of me.
첫인상부터
Many must be
감각이
looking
있어
forward to
보이는
your
모습을
governance,
보였으니
given your initial charismatic
그대에게 기대를
demonstration.
거는 자가 완전히 새로운 형태의 우두머리가
You're in
되었으니
essence a new kind of leader in this land hasn't seen in many years.
묻고자 함이
Much they must have to
참으로
ask for
많겠지.
your judgment in terms of rules and laws.
어쩌겠어? 하,
Shishin sighed lightly and looked around.
하.
I feel like I've aged 10
신나는
years all at
늙어진
once.
기분이야.
제가 붓을 붙잡고 그려가는
I thought I'd be an
그림인 줄
artist behind the
알았단
bush for this
말이에요.
painting, yet
그저
I did not
남의
expect us to
몸을
allow a
맡기게
brush
될
held by
줄은
another to guide us, my
꿈에도
lord.
몰랐네요, 죽은.
하,
그래도
It's
그림
fortunate that our
방향이
brushstrokes shared a
같았으니
general
망정이네요.
direction.
불로불사를 원치 않는 가주라.
A family hierarch who does not seek to be free from aging and death. I wonder what winds of change that will bring.
너의 말대로 아우의 눈을 뽑아
It was far
운행하는
from peaceful
것보다는
resolution than the
평화로운
one your
해결
guidance would
방법이지
have
않더냐.
provided. Gouge out your little brother's eyes and use it to enter the temple, was it?
뭐? 잔혹함 속의 효율.
Efficiency in the veil of cruelty. Minimalistic puff.
그건 농담이었잖아요.
It was a mere jest, my lord.
뭐
Though I suppose I
더
did
안
add,
되면이라는
if things
꼬리를
did not go
붙이기는
according to
했지만.
plan.
아, 죽은
Whichever is the
이후로는
case,
뭘
what will you
하실
do
건가요?
next, my lord?
소지인이
Today
엉망이
I
되었을
observed that the
테니
pinky has strayed from the
안회와
path of
합류한 후
humanity.
양산박으로
Thus,
가서
I will now join
묵과와
Yan,
몇 가지 담판을 짓는다.
Hui, journey to Mount Liang, and come to a few agreements with the Mohists. What did the pinky do again?
자리가 비워진
We must discuss the matter of the Tiantuisar, whose seat has just become
그래.
vacant.
그 후에 큐사로 가지.
They're going to Q Court too.
네,
The pinky.
역시
Seems that
콩치우
Kongchu's
씨는
alliance.
소지의 인물이었군요.
Kongchu's alliance is with the pinky?
그래.
As one of the
소지의
pinky,
몸을
I intend to
담고
change the world
인에 따라
with the way
바꿔보려
of
한다.
true humanity.
요슈 씨가 말씀하셨던 걸 생각해 보면
Given what we're-
뇌행도 자로
Lei Hang
씨도
and Zilu are
같은
both
소지인
from
것 같은데
So how come they're
그래서
trying to kill each
서로가
other?
죽고 죽이려던 거죠?
Lei Hang was from the Thumb.
소지는 일정한 조건이 만족될 때 결집하고 모입니다.
Members of the pinky
조건이
gather and
충족되지 않을
scatter
때는
when certain conditions are met. However, when there is no call,
누가 소지인지
they just live their
모르지.
lives without knowing
그냥
which is which.
살아가지.
No call, no
호출이
solidarity.
없을 때는 걔 풀이다.
개인
POS.
플레이라는
Playing on solo
자로
mode?
씨와 뇌행은 서로의 정체에 대해
That's crazy.
정보나 일면식이 있던 것
It
같지만
seemed that Zilu and Lei Hang were
Kongchu
aware of
씨에
each
대한
other's
것은
identities,
몰랐던 것
but did not know
같습니다.
about Kongchu. Oh, right, Zilu and Lei Hang. Wait. But Lei Hang was part of the Thumb, right?
잘 알고 있지 않은가?
You know this well.
이곳에선
I
그대가
hear that you are the
귀중한
primary
정보를 듣고
purveyor of
말한 거지?
esoteric knowledge in your group.
응당
Then you must be
죽음과
aware of
우리가
the weight of
소지의
information
인물이라는 것이
regarding
중요한
our and our
정보라는
Lord's
것도
allegiance to
알
the pinky
것이야.
is rather heavy.
도리에 따라
I trust that you will maintain your
입조심은
silence
하시리라.
regarding the matter,
내
as it is right to
묻고
do
있겠어.
so.
내게 물어보고 싶은 것이 있다.
I have ought to ask you. At first, I looked away because I couldn't imagine that he could possibly be talking to me.
관리자 단테.
Dante, the
어떤
manager.
동료라도
Will you
자신만의
continue to push
방식대로
to
길을
open their
걷고자
paths
한다면 그 길을
for every
밀어줄
sinner
것인가?
under your management, no matter which road they walk,
내 아우에게 그랬다.
as you have done for my brother? I nodded.
그 길 중 하나가
Even
수라의
if
길로
one
향한다
seeks to walk the
할지라도
path of Asura. Kongchu's gaze briefly lingered on one of the sinners before moving on. The sinner takes a long draw from the cigarette and releases the smoke with a large sigh, which then turns into a scattering plume. I'm going to keep helping them as long as they have the will to move forward, no matter what. My thoughts on the matter haven't changed at all, and they never will.
아, 그리고 죽은
I have another subject to
여직
discuss.
짐작에
While this is but a
불과하긴
conjecture at the moment,
역시
evidence seems to
가원춘 그자도
point to Jia
잠시
Yunchen being among the
사실관계를
treasonous forces
명모 세력에
in cahoots with the
가담하고
Shen
있는
and Shi
쪽으로
families.
짐작에 불과하긴 하지만 가원춘 역시
False
홍원에 대한
Lindy's begging
반역의
and crying
세력에
in his
가담되어 있는
clothes.
것 같아 보였다.
They're fighting a pinky and thumb peak. He has both thumb and pinky. Oh, so the pinky is just like, could be anybody. And also everybody. While this is a suspicion yet to be developed by beyond supposition, it seems likely that Jia Yunchen had aligned herself with the treasonous
소동이
forces.
마무리된
She made herself
곧바로
scarce as
모습을
the troubles
감추긴
were
했지만
quelled, which could mean
당초
yes.
사유와의 목을
The first
가진
thread is to
명령한
find the
자는
influential
역시 사씨 가문의
individuals.
권력층이었으니
앞으로도 계속
We
떠도실
continue to roam the
예정인가요?
lands, brother.
그래
Indeed, I
도시를
will.
떠돌며
I will walk the
각
city,
둥지의
converse
주인들을
with the
만나
lords of each
이야기를
nest.
나눌 것이다.
He gives a muted reply to Honglu before turning around to look at Jiashi Chen.
가시춘이 가주로서
None may
사는
say
내내
for certain if
불로
Jiashi Chen,
불사로부터
over her
눈을
long
돌리고 살
tenure to
것이라는
come, shall
장담
not be tempted by
감히
promises of
아무도 하지
immortality.
못한다.
Ugh, seriously?
허나
Yeah, if one truly
진실로 이내
heart
뜻을
truly
두게
lies
되면
steady on the path of
악한 일을
humanity,
할 수는
they will
없어.
not be swayed to commit evil.
계속 지켜볼 가치가 있으면
Thus, I believe
만족한다.
that you are worth watching.
너와 내가 다시 만날
Upon our
때는
next meeting,
아니
though I cannot say for certain
그때도 뜻이
whether our
같다고
goals shall be
장담할 수는
aligned then,
없겠지만
as they were today, but
서로 볼만한
I
모습일
suppose
것
we shall have
같긴
much to
하고.
take in from each other.
자공이여 어떠한가?
What are your thoughts, Sigon?
이번 가르침도 마음에 들던가?
Did you enjoy this lesson as well?
네, 이번에도
Yes, I was
제가
foolish,
어리석었네요,
my lord.
죽은.
Once again,
괜찮다.
is all right.
늘 말하듯
Learning and understanding
배움과
must go
깨달음은
hand in hand,
항시 동행해야
as I
하는
always
법.
say.
여전히 그대는
You are a
내게
student
문화의
worthy of
가치가 있는
discourse still.
제자로다.
정진할게요. 괜히 죽은께서
It seems that you weren't
제 귀에
repeatedly
피가 날
recounting the
정도로
story
그때의
over and
이야기를
over again,
반복했던 게
at me
아니었네요.
again for nothing.
홍원에서
You were trying to
유다를 믿고
insinuate that he was the only one in
그렇게
Hongren
저자의
who was
일가를
worthy of faith.
그럼 자공과 자로여.
Let us
잠시
converse
따로 떨어져
private in a moment,
내가 긴히 맡긴
for I have an
일을
important task
부탁하고자
for you.
한다만.
Shiren's expression that regarded us the same as it always
스빈이
was.
달인 여하차는
Your newer
언제나
tea was
맛있네.
always so delicious.
고마워.
Thanks, Shiren.
네, 도련님.
Yes, young master.
나는 또다시 떠날 거야.
네.
Stay safe.
스빈은
know.
어떻게 생각해?
What do you think, Shiren,
내가 다시
about the
떠나는
fact
것
that I'll be
말이야.
leaving soon?
어디로든
Walk the path of
도련님이
your choosing,
가고픈
young
곳으로
master,
가시면 될 겁니다.
whichever that may be. Her reply sounded as cold as ever, to the point where that the now lukewarm clacking teacups on her clean-up tray sounded
그래.
warmer. But Honglu smiled as though something had been lifted from his heart, as though he found something he'd been looking
그토록
for.
화려했던 대관원도 나무들은 시들기 시작했고
The trees are wilting as the once beautiful
잠잠한
pavilions
것들은
and towers now lay in
모두
ruins.
쓸쓸하게 그저 존재하는
It seems
모든
that all of
것에는
existence is indeed but a great
강한
cycle
성세만이
of rises and
바닷대
falls.
뿐이겠죠.
맞아. 그렇기에
Isn't that
살아가는 모든
exactly why
찰나가
every moment in life is so
진실로.
beautiful?
기다리지 않겠습니다.
I will no longer wait for you,
저 또한
and I might one day
어느 날
disappear
훌쩍 대관원을
myself,
떠날 수도
now that I know
있으니까요.
that idle waiting is not the sole answer.
대호.
It might as well.
예, 저도요.
Honglu leaves Dagonrin as the happiest descendant it has ever produced, finding meaning in every moment of his life, no longer a passive witness to tragedy, as he once was to the death and suffering of his siblings. Honglu walks tall with his friends. Yet even that one day fade, for in the end, we have but one chance at life, and to live at all is to exist in futility. His home, too, shall one day be taken by loneliness and solitude, gradually eroding away with time. And we will all one day go our separate ways, but every wilting fertilizes the next bloom. Every fallen home may become a place for no new beginnings, and every goodbye is a promise of new meetings. Thus Jiabao Yu, once the peerless treasure of Daguanren, boards the bus once again as Hong Lu. The clouds I once saw in his jade eyes had all but withdrawn. I only see an incandescent, radiant smile. He gets a happy ending? The hang will save Trimmer. Oh, it's his turn to sing the song. That was good. Honestly, it wasn't what I was expecting. Part of me was expecting Jia Shi-chun to die. Part of me was expecting her to die. The song's good. That's more in the Canto, that if you try, things can change. Just like Chi-chun surviving. Yeah, I guess that is kind of the point. But I was expecting it to end in a tragedy. It was more about depression than actually having him go through depression, which is kind of interesting. I'm winning the prize? She star title ranks him second. I wonder he's OP. He's kind of OP. Alright. Okay. Hear me out. I do love this canto. It's a really, like... This story was more, like, beautiful than anything else. But I think I like 7 better. It hit a little bit harder. This song is so good. Yeah. 7 just hit a little bit harder. It's because I was expecting like a big tragic ending, but it turned out to be... Is Damien gonna come by and be like, it was my plan all along or something? Or what's his name? That was a good one. I haven't ordered takeout yet? Yeah, I think this is the end. There should be like one more scene where it's like, oh my god, he might actually be dead. Because they always do that. Surprise. Well, oh, it might be a joke thing. I tried to make our farewell a memorable one. Make sure you get the best food we had to offer to commemorate the day I took office. I'm sorry you're still finding all that leftover food. Everyone's already left. How should we know? I'm subbing in for him today. We could have switched out our guide all along. Why don't we get Sawtooth? No, that's not how it works.
다음으로 해야 할 일이
It's just that you have some
아직 몇 개
unfinished business here.
남았거든요. 참고로
For your information, the Red Gaze is
불빛
currently away
시설께서는
because he's
아직
accompanying
LCCB와
Pilot
관련된
on a mission
급한 업무가
elsewhere. More
남아서
urgent
파일럿과 다른 곳에
LCCB
계신
business.
겁니다.
고생이 참.
What a misery it is to be him. I didn't mean to say Pilot was the source of his misery.
대관원에 할 일이 남았다고?
You have more business here?
네? 그럼 어마어마하게 중요한 일이 남은걸요? 너 표정이
Why are you
또
looking
왜
at me
그래?
like that? What is it this time?
저희에게 우호적인
You know Miss
가식이라는
Josh-chan.
인적 자원이
A very
무려
important and
한
friendly
나라의
ally of
시장이
ours has become the de
되어주셨잖아요?
facto leader of a wing?
오,
Oh.
네 녀석. 머리 회전이 빠르군.
Oh, they're trying to extort her.
그럼요. 산전수전 겪은 베테랑이잖아요.
This is more
지난번
makes
이
up for your
후임이
support
저지른
in this
짓 때문에
blunder for last time.
역시 뭐가 회사의
We
중요한
both know the
일인지
best way for our
나
company.
진짜 불안해서 그러는데.
그렇네요.
Even the biggest catch of the day will just rot in the shed if you don't bother to fillet it.
자, LCB 여러분께 하달된 다음 아니야 잠깐만 소중한 인적 자원
As you've quickly become one of our most
가진
precious
자리에
human
걸맞게
resources as the family hierarchy,
철저히
we're going to give you a
훈련시키는
total
일에
makeover
전념하는
training.
것이랍니다. 시간을 많이 할애할 수는 없어서요.
We're going to have to fast track it.
누구?
아가씨께서
I'm very much in agreement that there's much to learn about your effective family hierarchy to further solidify your base
그렇다면 실의 메르소. 체력 단련의
in the art of
조회가
physical
뭘
fitness.
원하는지는 파악되나
But it's up to manager
관리자의
to command me.
소원이다.
Well, I don't see why not.
알겠습니다.
뭔데?
가장 먼저 체력 단련이다.
이 징글징글한 빈대들아!
You're all a family of bedbugs. Oh!
데리고 왔습니다. 죽은
No!
자,
뜻을 따릅니다.
She got captured?
원춘 언니? 어째서 저를?
마음고생이 심해 보이는구나.
You appear troubled.
설가에게
It's no wonder that you are, for you have betrayed your own Shui family.
분명히
I didn't think anyone would notice in all that chaos.
아무도 눈치를
보차야.
Patsai, my poor
손으로
child.
하늘을 가린들.
Can you hide from a black kite by blocking out the sky with your palms? Can tiptoeing hide your footsteps away from earthworms?
토룡이 너를 못 찾겠네.
아니 되어요.
If my parents were to find out, do they already know?
알고 싶니?
Wouldn't you like to know?
알기 싫다면
If not, I have my ways to make sure they don't know.
너희 부모님.
Not even your parents.
아니,
No, I can make this story. Stay between just you and me. What do you want from me?
난 그저
I only wish to help you
네가
achieve your
바라는
desires.
설가에
Your betrayal wasn't to
처해지려고
make an
했기
enemy
때문에
of your own Shui family, I understand.
다신 돌아올
It was
것
for Bao
같지
Yu,
않은
someone you were afraid would
어디를
never
위해서
return.
언니께서 보
Will Bao Yu never come back to me?
돌아오게 하면
Why seek this way of currents when you can simply make him return?
좀 더 가까이 오늘 밤은
The night is long. We have much to confer. Oh no, is she gonna turn into a yandere? Oh no. Dude, she was actually like the only person who was legitimately super cool to us, besides Shi-Chun. She helped us out like a lot actually, so
내일은
it does kind of suck that she gets kidnapped to Q-Corp. But yeah, that's the end of Canto 8, you guys. Yippee! Happy ending! I was not expecting a happy ending. I mean, like, beside that last part. But it was still really, really good. Alright, thank you guys so much for coming today. I'll be posting a new schedule tomorrow. Well, Monday. With my new schedule. And I'll make sure to take 2 full days worth of rest. And thank you guys so much for enjoying the stream with me in Canto 8. It was definitely an experience. So thank you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow if you're down to come watch me play some IDV. Yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Gamble? I'll get him later. I'm saving for Walpurgis, which should be like in 2 weeks. I'm joking. We're good. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Have a good night. 晚安，我要去休息了。拜拜。